not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there...
I'm Travis McElroy, I'm the middleest brother.
I'm Griffin McElroy, I'm the youngest brother, and my mic's turned on, which means I win.
What? Like you need it.
Am I on?
Yeah, you sound good.
Just be noisy.
Fucking killer start. So here's what we do. We take your questions and turn them alchemy-like into wisdom. We've asked some of the people who are going to be here tonight to submit questions, wisdom that they need delivered unto them. We also have some questions from the Yahoo Answers service. But let's start with one of these right now. First,
Before we begin.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any goals or
Goals you want to
any wishes, any hopes and dreams for this?
just for the live show?
My only goal, I don't
Whoa.
care if it's funny or not. I mean,
You're
we
really
already
up
have
on
your
that
money.
mic. You're really getting a taste, huh? Like,
I gotta
love the
eat
taste
it.
of chrome. I can't perform without chrome in my mouth.
My only goal is I hope that...
He hopes you can hear his mustache.
He wants...
I want you to feel the
Feel the
bristles
mustache.
of my face against your face.
What's it like to kiss Griffin? This is what it's like.
My only goal...
I've got a new goal that changed since we started, but go ahead.
I just don't want my balls to come out of my pants somehow.
It's not asking
I don't know
for-
how it would happen. I would shift... I'm wearing jeans. It would require some physics. that
They'll
I
never
don't-
know. There's like a...
Put some English
Your
in it.
money. You're good.
Yeah.
I developed a fear/goal.
What's that?
And that is, no one can ever see it, including these guys, because we record in different places. But when I'm at home, if I'm thinking of a joke, my face goes to this. For like a solid
For
3
majority
minutes.
of the show?
Yeah, like
For those listening who are downloading the show later, I would liken it to a caveman.
yeah, I call it dead face.
Okay.
Because it's like,
Yeah.
and then I come back with a joke, and I need to not do that in front of all you.
That's a preview for Travis's wake. That's that gallows humor.
I would just like to not be super racist. Like, if
Every episode,
I dip my toe into some mild racism, that would be fine.
I edit every podcast, and in every episode, sure enough, there's one tiny little tidbit. Usually you have to look to find it, like, where's Waldo? Only instead of Waldo, it's like a racist.
We usually record like 3 hours of material and then put out an hour-long show.
I expressed this fear to my wife, who's here. Is she here? Hey? Sitting somewhere? Hey? Yeah. Hey, everybody, it's my wife, Cindy, and my dad, Clint, our dad, shared dad, our co-dad, Clint. My
You
wife.
did it.
I expressed this fear to my wife. She called it pulling a Kramer, which if my career can be summed up that way.
This is our first live show, which is not the best time to pull a Kramer.
You don't want to pull a Kramer.
So anyway, because this is our first live show, I want to take a second to apologize for the fact I don't hear myself. Is it really that loud? Is it
I need more monitor, Bernie.
I want to apologize because this is what we look like. This is.
Sorry, everybody.
I feel like we adopted some handsome radio voices from our father, who's a radio professional. But
Is it?
This is what you're getting. Where's Eric? Is Eric here? Eric, you raise your hand. Eric from Chicago. Good one, Eric. Way to narrow it down, Eric. Eric asked us a question about paintball. He said, at my corporate job, there was recently a call for suggestions for team-building activities. I proposed paintball since it's a team game and can use the products we make, radios, while playing. The boss really liked it. We're going to do it this summer. Here's where I need advice. I actually proposed this idea because it would give me free reign to shoot my coworkers in the dick with paintballs. Potentially consequence-free. Would it be uncouth to go on a dick-shooting rampage at a corporate team-building event, or should I go ahead with my plan of dick destruction because, hey, it's part of the game? Eric, first off, I think you have some misconceptions about paintball.
I haven't played paintball in a while, but I don't remember it being just like a campaign for impotence.
And what's all this pent-up dick rage? Like,
You really are angry at your coworker's dick.
There's a lot of places you can shoot with a paintball gun on a person's body that's going to hurt. You don't have to aim straight for the dick.
Yeah, not right for the dick. I think you can probably, Eric, we can give you permission to do this, but I think that it's going to come down to a question of fortitude. I mean, if you're if you've got your boss's dick in the crosshairs, can you pull the trigger, release the CO2, and just fucking fire that red spot of like, I mean, it's insubordination. It has, right?
Yeah, because that's not going to come up in the performance review, but it's going to be there, like, in the background.
Yeah, like if the performance review were like a play, the backdrop would be a picture of you shooting him in the wiener. Like, he's not gonna let it slide.
Also, it's not just about can you do it, but can you do it? Like, do you have the accuracy required to really just get right in there and shoot him square in the dick? Because first of all, you're gonna need to know the parameters of said dick, which good luck acquiring that information. In like
We're gonna need some heavy recon before this paintball go.
he gets his own performance review. Like, what are you working with down there?
Eric was really worried about shooting all of us in the dick, but he should spend most of the time just firing at walls.
You could ask the measurements of his dick because you can tell him that you don't want to shoot him in the dick. So you need to know which area not to aim for.
Can you paint your dick with some neon green, something just to help me avoid
a tiny orange hat on the top?
Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted, Raphael. I'm just gonna shoot around. He works with the Ninja Turtles. I forgot to.
What I'm saying, if you shoot your boss in like the upper thigh or the mons pubis, you're gonna get in an equal amount of trouble, and you're not gonna get that sweet satisfaction that you'll get from a killer dick shot.
Yeah. You want to feel it, Griffin? Do we have any Yahoo?
We have so many Yahoos. This one we found. It wasn't sent in by anybody, which is rare. It was actually found by.
What now? We'll still get down there in the dirt with you people and fucking dig around.
We have a basic understanding of how the internet works.
Yeah. Google schmoo, I say.
Justin actually found this one, which is this your first? It's a treasure trove.
You don't have to be it like that. It doesn't have to be like that.
No, I'm saying.
In case anyone doesn't know, Justin contributes nothing until this moment.
So like this, here it is, ready? And I turn it on, and they get like 50 minutes, and then off. I don't even remember the show exists. Hit me.
This question was asked by Carly, who asks, where can I hire an ALF impersonator for my B-Day party? I am going all out this year and throwing myself a B-Day party. I'm an ALF fanatic. I think we could have assumed.
Yeah. I'm cool on ALF.
I'm a minor ALF enthusiast.
I bought my 3 friends 3 gifts to give me. An ALF lunchbox, an ALF alarm clock, and an ALF rock star action figure with guitar and posable arms.
Let it sink in, okay? Let it sink in.
All I need is an ALF impersonator. Where can I find this? I would say first and foremost, you need a few more things than just an ALF impersonator. I can think of 25 things off the top of my head that you need before you need an ALF impersonator.
I'm going to throw out, this person has 3 friends.
Who apparently does not understand her penchant for ALF. Like, they couldn't think, like, what's Carly all about? ALF, I think. That's maybe what you should base your gifts on.
So tell me about this birthday party you're taking me to, Danny. Yeah, it's going to be cool. The guy's really nice. There's this one thing.
Just a heads up.
Just a heads up. If someone's like brings up Gordon Shumway, just roll with it. He's a fan.
Welcome to Melmac.
Guys, we are not being particularly helpful.
You're right.
Where can they find an ALF impersonator?
Wait, what's the number? Is there an accepted answer from the Yahoo Answer Service?
Well, I'm reading. I don't know if you can see this. I'm reading off a piece of paper.
Yeah.
I don't have that information.
Oh, I remember it because I looked it up. Number 1 answer. The midget store.
No, that's it. No, you guys laugh, but that's an excellent point because if you get an ALF that is like you get eye to eye with an ALF, like he's the height of a full-grown man, like you will. That's I can't imagine anything scarier than that in my mind than a 6-foot-tall ALF.
You don't think like the whole situation is just terrifying?
I think the whole situation is terrifying in general, but for.
No, see, I thought this too. Alf expanded to 6 feet tall, horrifying, but not as horrifying as that moment when you reach for the punch and you're like, whoa, Alf, right there.
I think there's a whole emporium of oddly sized, like 80s sitcom star impersonators. Could we make this like a giant Webster? Like horrifyingly gigantic wonders.
With killing power.
With she's a robot, but with killing power.
Yeah, she's basically.
She's still cute as a button, but she's 9 feet tall.
She's sweet as pie. Her arm does spin around and become a machine gun. She's a darling, though. She's hooked up to Skynet, but otherwise a real sweetheart. I think that like if you are a midget a little person who will go to who does birthday parties.
If you are an Alf impersonator, you don't care.
You've got the suit, right? Like you've got the suit in your house. There can't be enough of those just rolling around that.
Call me what you will. I need the money real bad.
Is this guy going to be able to handle meeting Alf in person? Is this guy going to be able to handle the pressure? I'm like, I
am starstruck.
How is?
Let me pause at another question. Can we just get the real Alf? What's he up to? What has Alf been in since Alf? Nothing.
Oh, fucking stupid Alf. He's got to be doing something, right? Somewhere there's a room you could walk into, and there would be Alfs hanging from the ceiling. Deal with that reality. Let's just like dead-eyed, looking right at you. We were talking about this. We were talking about this backstage, actually. Just rapping about Alf. How fucked up is it that Alf's real name is Gordon Shumway, but people still call him Alf? Like he told them his real ass name, right? Like, hi, I'm Gordon. Oh, Alf.
That's shorthand bigotry, is what that is.
Yeah, Alf is his slave name, basically. That's what you're saying to me.
I'll edit that out later.
Fuck! You know, a lot of people don't know this. LeVar Burton played Alf. That's true. That's true. That's true. No, you laugh. It's true. He's multifaceted. Not just a blind man, also an extraterrestrial with a real taste for kitties. I am. Is Jacques here? Jacques? Hi, Jacques. Jacques asks us. I'm writing you on behalf of my BFF Allie B. Her boyfriend feels really uncomfortable in neckties and bow ties. He doesn't like to wear them, but still wants to look classy when attending dress-up style events, such as weddings or charity balls. What are some great tie alternatives? That's from Jack Queen.
You picked of the two podcasts that are performing tonight, you picked the best one, I think.
Yeah. Who you go to? Fashion advice. The guys who all showed up with the exact same jacket and had to switch last minute.
Travis took his jacket off.
No, yeah, Travis took his jacket off.
I think
real
we can
tall.
all agree. Bolo tie.
Bolo tie.
Yeah.
Are you an up-and-coming oil magnate?
I think if I see a guy in a bolo tie, I know it's time to party. Like,
Yeah.
if that guy makes that bolo tie choice,
Shit might go down. Shit might not go down. I want to be with that guy.
yeah.
What is the utility of a bolo tie? What is it
It's
holding
like an
together?
ID badge. It's like saying I'm the Swiss Army knife of people. No matter what circumstance comes up, I got it.
You need clothing accessories with real cow skulls on them.
Yeah.
I'm your guy.
I think a great alternative is just the open top button.
You think?
Yeah, because that says, like, I'm not going to constrain your rules. I'm not going to follow whatever laws you set forth before me.
Not a part of your bow tie.
I go
system.
with the office party look, where I was wearing a tie. It might have been up later, but right now, I'm down. It's Margarita
Travis
Monday. Let's do this.
5 o'clock somewhere, right?
What about Pet Snake?
What if it was a corn snake that you turned into a bolo tie?
I would wear that. I would sport that look. Griffin, you got any more Yahoos?
Sure.
I know you do. I saw the list.
I do. This one was sent in by Jacob Locker. Is he here? I don't think he is.
He's the greatest.
He's the greatest person. Thank you, Jacob Locker. It's by Yahoo Answers user Megan Curtis, who asks, perplexingly, how can I get back at my mom without putting pizza crust in my butt? That's the only way I know, like, that exists. when I'm mad at her, I stick pizza crust in my butt, so she'll have to take me to the hospital.
How many times could that be effective? Once, maybe twice, and then it's like, you got this.
How can I get back at her without having to do this? Megan Curry.
Do you think after like 3 times the mom starts going, just start doing heroin or something? Like,
it seems to be like the little boy who cried, there's pizza crust in my ass.
I think if your mom has had to more than once scoop you up in her arms like her baby boy, take you to the ER, and show you to the doctor and hold you up like Simba and say, yeah, pizza
it's
crust.
happened again.
You're fucking gotten back. There's no shit she can do where you have not gotten back in advance at her. You've gotten back as hard as you're gonna get
mom
back.
Stop buying pizza.
Or at the very least, go with thin crust.
God damn it, this DiGiorno deal is just so good.
You see the Papa John's guy pull up outside and you start running through your mind like, what the fuck did I do? What, did we fight? What could he be mad about? I gave him back his Akon tape. I don't know what his problem is. I let him listen to Beastie Boys at all hours.
Like, of all the ways to inconvenience your parents, to teach them a lesson, I think making them take you to the hospital, I think, is one of the worst ways to do it. Especially when the toll to do so is sticking.
If anyone listening to this right now is considering this mode of getting back at your parents, A, kill yourself.
Stop doing it. No,
B,
no, no, no. That's what
your
the disclaimer
parents might react strongly in the moment. Then they're going to have a glass of wine later and look at each other and go, what did we do?
Our son's a pizza-file freak.
And then they're going to giggle. I giggle.
Hey, and by the way, pizza guy, like, we get it. We know what's up. You're not mad at your mom. You like to put some pizza crust.
Fuck it. The sexiest of all the Italian foods. I think we could
Talk about stuffed crust.
We were all thinking it. Thank you. The voice of the people.
That's good. Hey, some time.
I do that when no one can see either.
That's all I had written down for pizza crust riffing. If you want to move on to the next.
Is that all the pizza? Is that all the pizza crust gags?
Those are all our notes.
Pizza gags. Is musically minded in the Midwest here? Musically minded in the Midwest. Hey, right there.
It's a weird name.
That's a weird name. I bet after you got that name, you put some pizza crust in your butt. Admit it. How do my wife and I convince our 8-year-old son that piano lessons are awesome and not nerdy? When we told him we wanted to take him to take piano lessons, he told us he only knows one kid that takes piano lessons and that they are a huge liability to his reputation. Grew up so fast. We want him to inherit the same love of music that our parents gave us. Help us, brothers.
How old is the kid?
8.
8 years old?
How's he supposed to front in the Pokemon League?
How's your rep? What's your rep like? Like, what kind of rep do you have at age 8?
Yeah, man, he's potty trained 3-4 years. He doesn't give a shit. He does. I mean, he does, but it's in the potty. There's a lot of really you show all the manly poonhound pianists out there. You like your Elton Johns, your Liberace's. Give them those role models there to look for, and or Billy Joel.
I
God help.
name 10 nerdier instruments off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Like, if you want to give that kid flugelhorn lessons, then he's in for a world of hurt. But I think a piano.
Yeah.
A piano, you can play some tender shit
Maybe
on.
make him take flugelhorn lessons and then give him the option to do piano.
Get out of yeah, it's an ascending. I've been practicing my theremin for 3 months. I'm ready to switch a thing. I just got beat up at 8 years old.
Well, on the other hand, though, if he gets like super talented and he is playing some Tinder jams for ladies once that becomes a thing, or dudes or fellas, then the problem is piano. And the reason I switched from piano to guitar, not the real reason I did, but for the purpose of this podcast, I'll say it is. You can't carry a piano around to play in the quad to try and get trim.
You
Try it,
can,
because
but it's massively unpleasant.
Super fucking heavy. It's hard to be on your game when you're carrying a 2-ton.
Baby grand around, yeah. Hey Griffin, what are you doing? I'm trying to get some trim. Why are you that you're so sweaty and you have 3 moving guys with you? Like what? That's the problem, though.
It's expensive, but it works.
Have you thought about keytar? It's like all the beauty of a piano, but with the portability of a guitar.
Yeah, your 8-year-old should be really into that. Don't listen to Travis. So hopefully that should help Griffin. You know what I need.
I do. Okay, here. This one was sent in by Kieran D. Thank you, Kieran D. This one was asked by... There's a bug. Get out of here. By Jay Jenkins, who asks...
Wait, for people who are listening later, there was a bug.
There was a bug. It was super big and scary.
Griffin wasn't riffing. Like, there was a bug.
Jay Jenkins asks... I have 2 urethras. Any information? I noticed this a few days ago, but when I used the restroom, I peed 2 different ways. And when I pulled my foreskin back, I can't say that on, gotta cut that out. When I pulled back and looked at the tip, I had 2 completely separate urethras. How common is this, and are there any advantages to this?
The worst superpower ever.
Easy.
The only thing I can think of is bitching parlor trick.
There are 2 bad guys. We must blind at the same time.
I mean, we all have that moment where we're at a bar, we've had a few drinks, we're trying to show off, say, hey, look at how far back I can be from the urinal and still make
How
love.
many urinals you got?
Now, we can add a whole other element to it where you can add a trick shot into
Somebody hand me a mirror.
God, you could win some bar bets, though. I bet I can,
I bet you only have 1 urethra. Wrong! Pay up, sucker.
Yeah.
Check it.
Hi, my name is Philip Daniels. I'm the most in-demand, not in-demand porn star in the world.
They call it the funny shot. There it was. What's up, Dad? I did write down one of the answers that was written down because it was so great. It was by Answerer 1, who said, you're telling me you never noticed this? Well, 2 holes equals 2 times the fun. Does it equal 2 times the fun?
Does it?
I think it equals 2 times the explanation.
I think like 4 or 5 times the explanation. Since your normal explanation is, I have a urethra. I think you probably need a little bit more than that.
You look like you have an alien's wiener. Can you please give me a little bit more info?
Confirm or deny. Hey, Griffin, can you read me the part about when he noticed?
Well, he's 17. It sounds like it's a pretty recent...
Bullshit.
He pulled his foreskin back, and he looked right at the tip. Like, I guess I never looked, like, straight on at it. Shit!
Wait, has anyone in this room ever checked?
When was the last head count that you did?
Raise.
When was the last census you performed?
Your man got bifocals?
Raise your hand if you checked for a double before. Have you? Is anyone? No. Yeah.
We're with a spread shot.
People at home, 0 hands.
0 hands for the record, as long if we're keeping track. I don't know if you remember being 14. I would have noticed 2 urethras. Yeah, I probably would have noticed.
That's the first time you really...
That's the first
Do
time
some
you really...
intricate studying.
Yeah, you do some Lewis and Clark, like an expedition down there.
Yeah.
Did you say Lois and Clark?
That's exactly what I said.
Wait,
I better
what?
take back because I may have said Lois.
It's the first time you do some serious Terry Clark, Dean Cain action. Boom! Nailed it.
Deep cut.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I think Terry Hatcher was the reason I first explored my urethra. At 14, yeah, I mean, probably.
Let's get out of here.
Give me another one.
Another one?
Yeah,
Another
give me
Yahoo?
one. Yeah, you know what I mean.
All right. This one will take us down a pretty dark path.
Cool.
Awesome.
This one was also sent in by Jacob Locker. Best guy ever. It's by Yahoo Answers user Megan Curtis, who asks, why are naked babies socially accepted, though other age nudity is not? Really, I've seen advertisements aplenty with naked babies / toddlers, but why not other ages? It seems stupid.
What advertisements is she looking at?
Yeah, that's...
Sunscreen, baby lotion. That's it, right?
But
Like,
are we
doesn't-
seeing, like... I don't even think we can say this.
Full-on, full frontal
like,
baby nudity.
Like a lot of baby nudity that I don't think it exists in the world.
What?
Well, let's presuppose that it does.
Let's presuppose we're living in some sort of dark alternate reality where every ad features baby.
You want to buy
nudity.
this car? Check out this baby wiener.
Sweet naked baby.
What's that in the passenger seat? It's a baby and he's naked. What's up? Hey, do you like frozen yogurt? Do you like frozen yogurt with naked babies in it? We got you. Don't even worry about it.
I've been sitting here while you guys were talking, trying to think of something less sexy than a naked baby. Like, you don't look at a naked baby and go, yeah, unless, like, you've got a date with Chris Hansen in the near future.
Yeah. I'm just letting you dangle. What's up?
Like a baby wiener.
It's an aggressive technique. Yeah, absolutely.
I just don't know how far we can go with
You
this
got anything
naked
else in
baby
there?
parts.
You gonna leave those in the fucking bag of tricks? There, you fucking psycho pervert. Before I call in the popo, you got anything else in there?
Here's one.
Yeah, real quick.
This was one we also found. It's, I didn't write who asked it. Shit. I'm going to say Mark.
Thanks, Mark.
Actually, it couldn't have been Mark, because the question is, what are some good dodgeball names for 8th grade girls?
Griffin likes
Mark.
Griffin likes to save the questions most likely to get us arrested in sort of a Lenny Bruce type fashion, like hauled off the stage for indecency. Go ahead, Griff.
Me and some of my friends are in a dodgeball tournament for middle school, and we need some names. Any ideas?
For your 8th grade, is it 8th grade dodgeball team or 8th grade
individual?
It like
I think it's person to person.
oh, you mean like Nick, like the hammer,
The hammer.
the little hammer.
Lil Hammer. The pony obliterator? Like, because 8th grade girls like... They like
The Pony Destroyer?
Well, no. Let's not
The glue maker. Please welcome to the ring.
We'll talk about destroying ponies all night
The
long.
main
But that's
player.
what you're going with?
I'm
Like,
saying
her
girls
dodgeball
like pony
prowess
in
is
8th
she
grade.
can throw a dodgeball so hard a pony would explode.
I'll fucking blow up a pony. I don't care.
I'm saying we make a portmanteau. First word, something that 8th grade girls like. The second word is like a really intimidating word, like some sort of damage you could inflict with a dodgeball.
Like princess, fuck you up. That's what you mean.
I can't get the phrase ass pounding out of my head, but I'm holding myself back.
Whoa!
I know!
Oh!
Out of decency, I didn't say it. I mean, I said it, but
You
I
guys
didn't
are
say
saying
it.
how the sausage gets made, because this is exactly the kind of shit. Like naked babies, nope, that's gone. 8th grade, what was it again?
I'm not going to say it again.
Yeah.
Good.
Likening
I'm on
Alpha
so
Quinta
many walks
Kente
with-
right out. That's in the scrap bin.
I think something oddly robotic would be kind of like this, like smashulator. Like it's kind of like a.
The Smash You Later.
But you got to put like.
If her
How
name
long
is
have you been in
Smashley,
marketing?
it's perfect.
Yeah.
Smashly is really good.
Smashly?
Uh-huh.
That is good. I want to hear Griffin's last question. But first, real quick, housekeeping. Happy 2-year anniversary to Grant and Amanda, who for reasons
Grant and Amanda,
unbeknownst to me. Hey, guys.
Happy 2-year
Happy 2
anniversary.
years.
Sweetheart, I love you so much.
Yeah.
We're gonna
Wait,
have a special night tonight.
Hey, you know how you always wanted to see 3 grown men talk about nicknames for 8th grade girl dodgeball players? Fucking hop in my coupe. We're driving to Chicago. And also, Johnny Wags and Randy May drove 8 hours from Marquette, Michigan to, hey, guys.
Hey.
Yeah? You
Which
did it.
I was impressed with, but it's like, I drove 8 hours, so fuck you. And thanks to Max Fun and Jordan Jessica for having us and letting us open up for them and share this time with you. And of course,
Thank you for Dan. Thank you, Dan.
and thank you, Dan.
for
and,
fluffing for us.
And thank you to all of you guys for coming out. You've been super cool, and we really appreciate you sitting here and listening to us almost talk about child pornography, but not exactly talk about it.
Skirting the danger zone. is what
Skirting
we
the
do.
skirts, we like to call it. Skirting the little skirts. That's how we...
Nice.
Skirting the squirts.
Skirt
Let's
the
get out
skirt.
of here.
My brother, me, skirting the skirts, real talk live, face to face. That's the part.
Nice try, Federal Bureau of Investigation. Maybe next time we'll go the whole 9 yards.
Hit me.
This final one is a Yahoo question that was written. It was authored by Yahoo Answers user Ziggy Monkey Bob 2000, who asks, "Is it considered cheating if you have sex with someone telepathically?"
I'm Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
This has been my brother, me. Kiss your dad square on the lips.
Thank you.
Keep it going for the McElroys!
The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice...
Faking the Funk, starring Travis McElroy.
We can say where our live show will not be.
Okay.
Like, West Coast? Sorry, guys.
Sorry, guys. Eventually, we'll get there.
We know that there's
a brother franchise out in the West Coast.
Yeah. We're like rallies. Like, we're sure there's a ton of people who... Actually, I'm sure because I see that info on our statistics page that we have a lot of listeners in California.
We will get out there. Griffin and I will be out there
in
in June. We just can't get Travis out there. Well, okay. We will get out there eventually. That's my promise to the West Coast.
This nation is so goddamn gigantic. Too big for its own good.
Yeah, too big to fail.
If we could just get rid of the breadbasket, we might be able to get over westward. But
yeah,
can't do it now because of the breadbasket.
Yeah, sorry, basket. So let's get into the questions. Or we did need to talk about something else though.
Oh my God.
Griffin, what happened?
About my fucking psychic abilities?
Yeah, about your ability to prognosticate into the future?
I need to stop making jokes because apparently my jokes are future truths. And I don't want to like cause the end of the world with a future truth.
Right.
People sent me this link a lot this past week. This is from ESPN, which is like my favorite website. Here's the headline. You ready? Philly bot to crank out first pitch. Yes, that's right. The University of Pennsylvania has crafted a one-armed, three-wheeled robot that threw out the opening pitch before Wednesday's game between the Phillies and the Brewers at Philly Diamond. That's what they call it.
A robot.
You know,
A motherfucking robot.
they spent so much time thinking about if they could, they didn't stop to think about if they should.
Or if they could.
Did it not work?
They guess
They thought about that pretty hard because they did it. Yeah,
the ball
definitely.
appeared to be traveling no more than 30 or 40 miles an hour. Do you know what this sounds like to me? This sounds like a beard. It sounds to me like they're trying to throw off everyone's scent. Like,
Sounds
oh,
like a
look, we made a little wacky robot. We put a pinwheel on him. Isn't he harmless? Meanwhile, in their fucking bullpen, they got Roy Halladay, they got Cliff Lee, who are human-shaped robots who can pitch a ball fast enough to just throw it through a car.
The
can throw it
robot's
through
trying
a
to
car.
throw us off. It's the old rope-a-dope. The
Uh-huh.
robo-dope.
The Robodope.
And he's saying, you actually heard him. They said he doesn't have speech circuits, but he actually said after he threw it, that was as hard as I can. Like, he said that.
I'm just a robot.
I'm just a robot.
There was a press conference afterwards, and a reporter stood up. He was like, I heard Cole Hamels has bionic legs and arms, and they shot him. They killed him on the spot.
The robot threw, 30-40 doesn't sound that bad until it's a robot that's 8 feet away and it launches it at your brain. So let's get right to the questions. How do I get my roommate to stop chewing with his fucking mouth open? Whenever he eats something, I can hear his disgusting mouth noises from across the room. I've told him multiple times it makes me want to vomit, but he still does it. What a fucking cow. Furious.
Wow.
I hope he was typing this like as his roommate watched. His roommate looking over his shoulder.
You could do what Justin used to do whenever I chewed with my mouth open and just stand across the room going, mwah, 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 mwah.
Did it work?
Yeah, it worked.
Yeah, it worked.
Guys, I don't want to... This may not be the best time to get into this.
Why?
You both have bad mouth chewing policies and practices. You both chew poorly.
Well, I don't take dainty bites.
Travis
bites.
Travis is like in a race. Travis is trying to figure out how few bites he can use to consume, because Travis is all about energy conservation, and chewing burns those precious calories that he's gaining from eating his pizza bagel. So
My friend and Trevor in college said I eat like I look like someone's about to take my food away from me.
you do, like it's some sort of post-apocalyptic future, and you've just found this can of gravy.
God forbid anyone tries to move my bowl. I will take your hand off.
Yeah, he's brutal. Well, it's hard because it sounds like a pretty good little ploy you used on him there, telling him that it makes you want to throw up.
Yeah.
Like, I think you've tried the direct approach. Maybe start stealing all the food in the house so he didn't have any food, and then he has to eat somewhere else. What about that?
I'm gonna say, you give him the Sly Stallone treatment, and you go right over the top. You smack and you jaw as loudly as you possibly can.
Just
Every
grub.
single thing that you eat. Like if you could work moans into it, like like you're getting some sort of like pseudo-sexual satisfaction from that taco. I've eaten some pretty good tacos before, actually. Now that I think
This
about
might
it.
just be wishful thinking and like really optimistic, but I think that the problem is that people can't hear their own mouth sounds. Like,
Yeah, they can. Sure,
you
they
think
can.
that people can listen to themselves chew and they're like, that's not so bad.
I think when you eat a good meal, you get all your senses into it. You want to touch it, you want to taste it, you want to smell it, you want to see it, and you want to hear it. And you really want to add to that satisfaction by like letting yourself know that you're doing a good job eating, and that this thing you're eating is making your mouth feel good. That's what I'm saying. Moan it up. Like,
By the way, if I ever say, hey, what's up with all the eating noises, and you go to tell me that it's considered high praise in some countries, you better fucking have a plane ticket in your pocket. That's because otherwise,
because you'll
stop.
make them move away.
They
What are you
better be-
threatening?
they better be flying to a place where it's acceptable. Like they better be
Okay.
in practice, like in training, trying to get ready to eat like a caveman.
Or just tell him he's only allowed to eat in secret spaces. Like he has to go into his room. He can't eat in shared spaces anymore.
Is this a thing referring to your bedroom as your secret space? Is this a thing? It didn't catch on here, I guess.
You know, I said that out loud, and now I feel.
Go to your secret space, Daryl.
You should just be happy that he does make chewing sounds. Because what if he didn't have a mouth? Then you'd feel bad. What if you were
You'd have to
deaf? What if you were deaf and you couldn't hear any sounds?
Celebrate.
Maybe count your blessings.
Griffin,
What?
you know what I need.
I do. How about this? This one was sent in by Golly Ollie. Thanks, sir or ma'am. It's by Yahoo Answers user Big Jeff.
Big Jeff.
Big Jeff asks, wrestling-themed wedding? I want to get married in a wrestling ring. I've got plenty of money to spend. My dad won the lottery in 2008. My girlfriend doesn't even like wrestling, but I do, and I want to get married in a wrestling ring. And then I want Brock Lesnar to come in and beat the shit out everybody. You know, like he does. And I want him to F5 my obese aunt.
What?
I don't want a man to attack my new wife, so I want Kelly to come out and F you my girlfriend, which would be hot because my girlfriend is a little bigger than Kelly.
Yeah, I bet. Judging
only-
from this question, I bet she's a little bigger. I think.
I've only told my girlfriend I want to get married in a wrestling ring, and she hates it. Frowny face emoticon.
So you say, hey, do you want to get married wrestling? No, I don't. Okay, well, what about this?
What if I consult the internet? 'Cause
Let me paint you a picture.
I'm going to
I've got
move
it.
forward as though you said yes.
I've got a loose outline. It involves Kelly. You know your mom's sister? She's a little overweight. We're gonna get Brock Lesnar to F5 her.
We're gonna get Brock Lesnar to furiously try to reload your aunt.
You know what's great? Because I don't know who any of these people are, he might as well be saying like completely made up mythological names. And
Travis,
to me,
if
it's just
Kelly-
completely insane.
If Kelly is a real person who's become famous for professional wrestling, I'm gonna go hang myself.
What happened to Griffin? Kelly.
Kelly, he saw Kelly and hung himself.
Man, this is Did you go to Big Jeff's wedding? Yeah, it was pretty good until the end. Brock Lesnar came out and beat the shit out of everybody. Who was that? Is that a real person? Yeah, I think so. I think it apparently is.
It was like 50-1, and he whooped everyone's ass.
You know, like he does. Yeah,
Like he does.
like he does. That's Brock Lesnar for you.
They put the cake at the top of a ladder. They had a ladder match. Brock
Ladder
Lesnar
match for
won,
the cake. Yeah.
of course. Although
Did
that
they put-
obese aunt That fat mom's sister, she got right in there.
After she got reloaded.
In case anyone was wondering, I imagine that it's like when you see a stand-up comic in like everyday life, and you're like, "Be funny." I bet going up to a wrestler and be like, "Punch me." He's like, "Oh man, I'm off the clock. I don't want to punch." Just
Yeah, but presumably, if this Lesnar person is making an appearance at your
this Lesnar
soiree,
individual.
he's been compensated richly for the ass beating he's
Yeah.
about to deliver to everyone like he does.
Is that what wrestling fans are really like? Are they really like? Okay, if I was a big wrestling fan and I met The Rock and then The Rock beat the shit out of me, I don't think I'd be a wrestling fan anymore.
I think I'd be a litigant. Actually,
I think I would maybe find
be-
like another hobby.
Yeah, I don't think that would continue to be one of my real passion is wrestling. It really caught fire after Jake the Snake Roberts kicked me in the crotch and then threw me down a well.
How was Big Jeff's wedding? It was okay. Instead of handing out rice to throw, they handed out folding chairs. And Booker T killed both of them with a folding chair. So probably not the best wedding.
So they're dead now.
Yeah,
No
but
problem.
I got my Cuisinart back.
And I got to shake hands with Jimmy Superfly Snuka. So it's pretty good, I guess. A pretty good wedding overall.
It was a pretty good wedding. Rey
It was
Mysterio officiated.
Oh, was it? I could have sworn that was Hacksaw Jim Duggan. But
Damn
you
it!
know
I was
me.
trying to come up with the Hacksaw Jim Duggan joke.
Yeah, you should have been like me and not come up with one. Just say his name in some sort of context.
Undertaker.
Here we go.
good.
Triple
Sounds
H.
good.
What are we doing?
Yeah. Do you want my Paul Bearer impersonation? Say yes. I do. Well, you know what? I'm just assuming he's Christian. These could be Jewish services too. They could, they could smash a commemorative plastic cup at the end.
They could hoist Big Jeff up on a chair and then pull it out from under him and hit him with it.
I'll take it back. This sounds like a pretty good wedding. I think Jeff's wife is being kind of a bitch.
Yeah.
This sounds awesome.
Oh man, it would make the processionals way cooler.
Oh my god. Yeah.
that'd be pretty
Instead of
When
here
you
comes the
walk into
bride.
your own fucking theme music and jump over the ropes.
Yeah. It was so romantic. She walked down the aisle to Crazy Train. There were fireworks and shit. That's pretty cool.
I think that Big Jeff, I usually don't try to get into I don't get into these things. I don't get into these sorts of conflicts, but I think your wife is wrong on this one.
Yep.
I think you're right. Although it would suck if he showed up and they tried to pull the Montreal screw job on him and he had to marry somebody else.
Is that a
That's deep. That's a deep cut. There's one wrestling fan out there who just laughed. Trust me, he's in stitches. Hey, I'm getting married later this year. Wow. I just found out that not one, but possibly two of my groomsmen may not be able to make it to my wedding. They're both in the Navy, so their schedule is dictated by our commander-in-chief. What do I do? Should I find a couple of second stringers to take their place? Or should I make two of my other groomsmen walk down with two stinky, possibly cootie-infested girls, Rich from Seattle? Ooh.
Whatever you do, don't tell the replacement that they're second stringers.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not a good framing for it.
Although they probably know that they're not as good as two dudes who are in the Navy.
Yeah.
That's true.
Navymen. Naval officers.
I hate to hear this. That's a tough one because, you want it to be those people. I mean, I'm sure they'd understand.
Yeah.
But
You gotta have a sit down with that commander in chief.
Yeah. What up,
You gotta,
Obama?
you gotta go talk to Barry and you gotta figure it out.
say, listen, let's bend these schedules.
Hey, quick, let's jaw for a second.
Hey, give me some of these jelly beans.
Barry,
like
I know
Reagan,
you're
right?
busy.
Barry, so help me work this out for a second. What is he asking here?
He wants to know if it's. I think it's what he's really asking. Is it acceptable to have backups? Is it acceptable to have what's the theater term?
Understudies.
Yeah, can you have that for a wedding?
I don't understand, though. He says, should he find second stringers to take their places, or should I make two of my other groomsmen walk down with two stinky, possibly cootie-infested girls? I'm not sure I understand.
When I think he's asking, do you have someone double up and like
Oh,
take
oh,
one bridesmaid
two.
with two bridesmaids on
Two
either
each.
side.
Okay.
Nice.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's a
When
pretty
you do
pimp
that, you're no
maneuver.
longer a groomsman. You're a coxman.
But the problem is like
Who's this ladies, man?
if you don't get second stringers, if you don't get understudies, your side is going to be out of balance from your bride's side.
Yeah, that's true. And your bride is not going to like that.
Yeah.
Whoa. Hey, speaking of which, dog, why are you asking us? You are not making this decision, sir. Sorry, friend. You can have all the opinions you want about this. This is not up to you.
You know what you could do?
What?
Wrestling wedding, and then it wouldn't matter if it was unbalanced because
Nobody's
you could have a fucking Royal Rumble.
And you would
gotta-
think, you would think like the two friends in the Navy, they're out of town, but then they totally come in with fireworks and tag in and like fucking kick a dude in the face.
I thought they retired from weddings. This is amazing.
Who's it? Oh my God! It's Drew Carey. Drew Carey's in the mix now. See, that's appropriate because
well,
he was in the Navy, right? And he
my-
was in the Royal Rumble.
My groomsmen look a lot older than I remember them. They don't look like they're in very good shape. But their face paint looks amazing.
Did you see Kelly Kelly? She looks so beautiful.
Assuming it's a she looks beautiful. Assuming Kelly is a woman. She's part of the Glow, right? The Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling. Is that still an entity? Is that I haven't kept up,
That
but I'm
is the
going to
most
assume.
offensive name I've ever heard. Is that really a title for a group?
I don't think it's extant, but yes. Like
Okay.
they used to show Gorgeous Ladies of Wrestling Saturday mornings, I think. I think you got to go with
Cardboard
second-
cutouts.
2 second stringers,
Holograms.
holograms.
If you tell me that the Navy doesn't have that kind of technology, you can fuck right off because they all live in boats under the sea.
What is the odds on cardboard cutouts? What is the situation with that? That the lady could like just kind of carry down.
What about animatronics?
Oh shit! I love animatronics.
If you call the Fungineers at Disney, they'll set you right up.
The
Fungineers?
the Fungineers,
Yeah, they
Yeah.
make Funyuns.
The Imaginauts.
the Imaginauts.
Imaginistas.
Guys,
the
listen,
creation-
we don't
the
need to
cre-
give him... We don't need to give
All the
him some
creationoids.
We don't need to give him a bunch of phony baloney bullshit answers like cardboard cutouts and robots. Let's talk about holograms. Let's talk about real tech.
Will
I've s-
I am taught me this technology exists.
I have seen Wolf Blitzer made of light.
As opposed to the regular Wolf Blitzer that's made of pure darkness.
He's the most hateful man in America. That's statistics. Rich, I think you got to get backups. Just get 2 other guys you know sort of well, and if your roommates or your good groomsmen should happen to make it, you just got to go give those guys the old heave ho. Mm-hmm.
And bonus if they kind of look like your 2 original choices and you only shoot them in wide shots.
It's good to, but they do have to do their stunts. Last year, I met an incredible girl who I've since developed feelings for. Unfortunately, she was in a relationship at the time. Recently, however, they've gone through a messy and drawn-out breakup. So now she's single, but seems to have a fair bit of baggage to deal with. I know she's interested in me, and I think I can make her happy. The problem is that I've been with girls who just come out of relationships before, and it's always turned out pretty badly. Am I better off giving her space now and risk missing my chance, or making a move in the hope that this time will be different? Tim. Girls fresh out of relationships. You know that I've heard that referred to the rebound, they call it sometimes.
Yeah.
The rebound.
Well, yes, but like I started dating Teresa pretty fresh out of a relationship. Granted,
Yeah.
that one wasn't messy or drawn out or anything. I think that that's the component of this that is not that she's fresh out of a relationship, but that it didn't end well. That's where it gets a little bit dicey.
I think that I think you gotta put your heart out there. I don't think you can worry too much about the situations that lead people into where they ended up. When I started dating my wife, she was out of a 4 or 5 year relationship, fresh out. As a matter of fact, she was just waiting for her knight in shining armor, her special warrior, as I refer to myself unironically.
You know what?
To sweep her off her feet.
I've totally flipped. I'm with you, Justin. What's the worst that's going to happen? Like, so either you don't take a shot, or you take a shot and it doesn't work out. The end result is still the same. But
Yeah.
what if you take that shot and it totally works out?
Yeah, take that shot. There's other girls, trust me.
I
Just
got
take
another.
that shot and
Here's another point.
know,
What if
yeah.
you die before the end of this podcast?
what if you should stop? Here's what you do.
In fact, bad
Check-
news: you will die at the end of this podcast. We'll try to like stretch it out as much as we can.
You have one podcast left to live. If you only had one podcast left, how would you spend it? With us, I hope. But
Tim,
yeah,
it-
Tim, you just gotta call her right now. Pick
Live
up that
like
phone.
Live like you were dying at the end of this podcast.
Pick it up, call her. Fuck it, right? I mean, if it doesn't work out, oh well, you learned a valuable lesson.
Yeah.
It sounds like you may have already actually learned that lesson before with other girls, but you obviously
you'll
haven't
just-
learned it hard enough.
You'll still be alone, and you'll still be facing imminent death.
Yep.
Just constantly.
What's up now? What is up, Griffin?
Welcome to our comedy podcast.
Welcome to our comedy podcast that we have together.
It's called Death is Creeping.
Death be creeping, you best be calling. That's our new segment where you realize you make peace with your impending doom and you just go ahead and call her already.
This Yahoo was sent in by Louis Dog. Thanks, Louis Dog. It's by Yahoo Answers user Leprechaun Tory. Leprechaun Tory asks, my best friend and I are starting up a babysitting company where we live and we need a name. Any help? Right. She's 14 and I'm going to be 14 in May. We are both CPR certified and we both most definitely want to be babysitters. Our names are Aja, her, and Victoria, me, but I like to be called Tori. Thank you to all who help and tribute. We had a name, but we decided we didn't like it. It was Monsters and Fairy Tales, but it didn't stick with us.
Baby Smotherers Incorporated.
Nope. That's really bad.
No, that's pretty bad.
But marginally better than Monsters and Fairy Tales. Honey, look in the phone book for something relating to babysitters. Well, we got Monsters and Fairy Tales. I don't know what kind of service or product they provide, though.
What about the Snuggle Corps? Is that good?
Like CORPS?
Yes, CORPS.
What about the Snuggle Army?
That is also my favorite. That's my favorite genre, by the way, right now. Snuggle Corps. Have you heard it? It's really good.
That's what Hinder is, right? I've never heard Hinder.
Hinder is Snuggle Corps.
Let me drop some.
What about
some,
Enron? They're not using it anymore.
The
right?
Enron of babysitting. I have a few Yahoo responses.
Oh, good.
John says, Prestige worldwide.
Wait, what?
Bing.
Prestige?
Yeah, like prestige, only you spell it wrong because you're 14. It's kind of like how Kids Bop has like a Z, and the Z is also backwards.
Sure, okay. Hey, also Kids Bob. Would be a pretty good name.
Adriana says, Super Sitters. Care for critters.
What?
Care for kids.
That seems misleading.
Aja and Tori, the two that complete the story.
Wait, what?
Aja and Tori, more for the glory.
What?
What? What are they? Are they barbarians? What is their career? More for the This was some glorious babysitting today, Tori. Aye,
Today is ours.
Twas. We shall bathe this day in Valhalla.
Youngsters helping the young ones.
That's good because you want to really reinforce that you're leaving your children with children, other
Yeah.
children,
Irresponsible children watching children.
Babies helping babies.
barely out of puberty, Inc.
The
50-50
circle of
chance.
baby help. You could call it Who's Babysitting Who?
Who let the babies out? We would never. What about that? That's pretty good, right?
Runts and Rugrats. See, there you have trademark issues with both the candy and the
You
television.
gotta get some Z's in there.
Yeah.
Gotta get some Z's.
Runts
Runs.
and Rugrats. What about rug with two G's? Like, to make it hard.
the most street babysitting outfit I think ever. Pretty much. If you want street babysitting, that's just really raw and really what's happening today. Get rugs and rats.
It's hard to get on this baby's level unless you are as street as it is. We're talking like fresh out of the womb. There are babies who are so street, so
Philip,
streetwise.
Since your baby was fresh out the womb, it's been so street. Where do you find care that matches that level of real core authenticity?
I find it with Rugrats. It's got two G's and a Z, and the Z is backwards in the phone book, which I didn't know they could do.
They're gonna have to pay a premium for that.
Yeah.
But I think it's gonna be worth it. Does Yahoo
I
have
want
any
you guys
other?
to know that I zoned out because I started picturing street babies. It made me really happy.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's a pretty positive mental image. But if only we could write some jokes about it too. Like if you can't get lost along the path here. You got to.
No. Listen, Travis is on to some next level shit because we don't really need to tell jokes anymore. We can just paint images in our listeners' minds, and then they can come up with the jokes themselves. I am so tired
Imagine
right
babies
now.
with gold teeth.
Everybody, get this picture in your mind that Travis is painting. Really think about it.
Gold teeth, bandana, maybe
Okay.
a tattoo that says Rug's life.
Good.
Rug life. Okay, love it.
What is that baby listening to? Baby Tupac.
It's reincarnated Tupac. No, trick question. No, trick question. Tupac's still alive, so it's not reincarnated Tupac.
Except it's TWO Pac.
Because he's terrible Tupac.
He's listening to fuck. What was the Lamb Chop?
Good,
Biggie.
man, fuck.
Lamb Chop, but also Biggie. Lamb Chop and
Oh,
Biggie.
fuck. You are zinging this one.
Listen, guys. Listen.
Listen, wait, hold on.
Muppet Babies.
Don't go.
Only
Don't
Biggie's in the
go.
mix.
Muppet Babies, but gangsters.
Teletubbies, and also Busta. Telebustas. Fuck. No. See, obviously these jokes aren't working. Just do them yourself.
Just wait. Listen, we can get you to there, but we want you to start making up jokes on your own. The magic was in you the whole time.
Just imagine thug babies.
Okay.
And you're there.
Listen, we've stalled for long enough. I think personally, we've waited for this journey we're about to take right now. Just a bunch of friends headed to the money zone.
Chin. He's got a beard on his beard. His nose has a beard. It's called a mustache. But he calls it his nose beard. That's why I love Mumblebup. He's got a way with words.
Mumblebup, happy birthday. Sorry about your friend Curtis. He does, his heart's in the right place. God bless him.
But
He
his
knew that you
list-making
wanted to-
abilities are in oblivion. They're in space. He doesn't possess them.
They might as well not exist. Our other special message this week is from PC Perspective. Back our very first
Can't get enough.
repeat sponsor.
I heard that their industry business numbers,
Yeah, just really good.
their sums, their money calculations, supply and demand. I hear it all went up 400%.
Whoa,
Wow. Right
seems
through
like-
that glass ceiling.
seems that's what that means.
Smashed right through it. We gave him a tune, and we gave him that sponsorship, and everybody's like, "Oh, I gotta get it." They got so horny for PCs.
Now, Griffin, what does PC stand for again?
It stands for prickly cactus.
Prickly Cactus. Think about it. I'm not quite sure that's right. PC Perspective is a great spot for information, in-depth reviews on PC components, and technology news. They got a hardware leaderboard at pcper.com/HWLB. Great page for recommendations to see new PC builds without having to dive into tons of detail.
Guess what, guys?
Hit me.
I just checked the leaderboard.
How's your rig?
My rig is number 3.
Whoa. Whoa. That's
Yeah.
that's a good rig.
The only people
I bet it's putting up polygons like
the only
nobody's
people who
business.
are above me are Bill Gates and the Apple Bill Gates.
Apple Bill Gates? Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Just wow, cool. And he's a PC user, huh? That seems odd to me.
It is weird.
if
Know
you-
thy enemy.
If if you want to discuss how odd that is, you should go to PC Per forums. They got a podcast, pcper.com/podcast, where they tell you about PC stuff. It doesn't have as many jokes as ours, but unlike ours, there is some worth
I
to
hope
listen
It will
to.
actually better your life in some way.
I hope that they have jingles about us.
Yeah, I hope they've written a jingle or two about our show. My brother, and me. It's an advice show. Now see, I'm on the track. I'll just start again. So go to pcper.com. So what have you worked up so far?
I've been,
What do
you know
got?
what? I've been working on it all morning, trying to get a jingle together.
yeah.
That can combine the magic of Rob Bumbibop and PC Perspective and the services that they both offer. And I'd like to take everyone back. I'd like to take everyone back on a journey with me to, I would say, the soundtrack of the year 2001. You think 2001?
Yeah. All right.
I'm trying to think. That was my freshman year of high school. I was really into Apollo 440 back then.
Okay.
If you saw Lost in Space, the film, maybe if you saw Gone in 60 Seconds, the remake, you'll know this spoof. Can't stop the Rob. Can't stop the Rob. Can't stop the Rob. You can't stop the Rob. Can't stop the Rob. You can't stop the Rob. Can't stop the Rob. You can't stop the Rob. Can't stop the Rob. You can't stop the Rob. Can't stop the Rob. Can't stop the Rob. That's all I. Hold on. That's the goof. And you know how long I worked on that? All right, so what I can do.
So if we
is-
had to do a pros and cons of that,
okay,
pro,
good. Rob.
a heavily featured Rob.
Con, the lack of any concrete details about this Rob person or our secondary sponsor, PCPer.com. Other than that, though, fucking slam.
Likes Under Oath. He likes the Detroit Red Wings. He has a number of beards. He's got a last name that's impossible to pronounce. He's the king of Computer Town. He's the king of Computer Town. He reads PCPer.com. They've got forums and a podcast starring Rob.
There it is. He brought it
Yeah.
home. Now, except for your insistence that Rob is the star of the PC Per podcast, I think that was really great.
Have you listened to it?
What?
Have you listened to the PC Per podcast?
You know what? I did. Rob, I did not catch him.
Let me ask you a second question, a follow-up.
Okay.
Have you seen Gone in 60 Seconds?
Yeah, pretty good
I
flick.
don't feel like you guys got the song. Like you guys got the goof or the spoof.
I have a friend who's a girl. I'm a guy who steals all my male friends. I'll meet someone new, and then as soon as I meet this girl, they start hanging out with her instead of me, a fact she constantly reminds me of. I've got a chance to win back her most recent theft at a wedding all three of us are attending. I need some good advice. What can I do to win back this bromance? Thomas.
You know,
Okay.
it's funny. We should get that question.
This is not a spoof. This is not a goof.
Not, I don't know, an hour or two later, we received this question. I have a friend who's a guy that claims I keep stealing his bros because they end up calling me to hang out instead of him. But I can't help that, one, I'm more fun to hang out with, and two, I'm a girl. He's currently trying to claim our newest Canadian friend for himself. How can I keep from him boxing me out of this friendship? An upcoming wedding is the next time we all hang out in the same place.
Holy shit.
Is that the best time to make my move? Obviously, I'll be looking hot. Daniel. Or Danielle.
I think probably yeah.
Daniele.
Yeah, got on that second pass, but
This is incredible. Has this ever happened before?
this is the dueling
Hey, brothers, I hate
queries.
Jeff. Love Mark. Hey, brothers, I hate Mark. Love Jeff.
Man, this is a toughie. I feel like Thomas. What? There's something in Thomas's question where he does not realize this sort of like insurmountable millennia long odds that he's up against here. Like,
Yeah.
it's the basic heartbeat of the species that is thwarting you, not anything
It's our
about yourself
lifeblood.
personally.
Guys, I don't want to keep beating a dead horse here, but the best solution is Wedding Mania 29. Again,
You smash Thomas with a folding chair.
a wrestle wedding.
3 friends enter, 2 friends leave.
See,
Exactly.
that's what we do.
pretty brilliant.
We get another ladder match. We put your friends on top of the ladder, and then Thomas and Danielle or Danielle, they just go right at it.
I want to know what kind of cruel intentions like world these 2 people are living in, that they are constantly competing over new friends.
Hey, did you steal Philip from me? Well, I mean, like, we went to Denny's last night. Is that what you mean? Like, yeah,
You son of a bitch.
you son of a bitch. Last
Got
night,
another one, Daniel.
Denny's was our special place. You asshole.
And I told you that in confidence.
I told you about how good their griddle cakes are. Just with secret. I thought it was a secret.
Why can't you just all be friends?
Why can't you all 3 be friends? Is it like every guy wants to? Is that the thing? Is this like is there is there another perspective from a friend who's like, I was hanging out with this guy, and he had a sexy friend, and then I hung out with her, and now they're both getting weird about it.
They just cry all the time.
It sounds like Danielle is saying that Thomas kind of sucks to hang out with.
Thomas,
But he is a great facilitator of new friendships. He's like a realtor of friendships.
Oh, so Thomas brings them in, and then Danielle's the one who closes.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's bullshit, man. Danielle, you gotta pass some of that sweet friendship juice back to Thomas.
Pass it on down. Pass it down the line. Share with
To
your
be
buddy.
fair, Danielle's not doing anything wrong. She's just better than Thomas.
Yeah.
Listen, nobody's saying that nobody's saying Danielle isn't better than Thomas. Like, that much is obvious just from there. Do you know how many emoticons Thomas used in his email? 0. You know what I mean?
I don't know how he's feeling. It's like talking to Data.
Danielle
ridiculous.
used one, and it was a winky face, which is my very favorite emoticon.
Oh, really?
Hey, Thomas, you know what helps? Don't refer to your friendships as bromances.
Yeah, that probably
I
scared
just
him
met
off.
this new guy and we're in a bromance. Why doesn't he want to hang out anymore?
got fly dude kisses all the time.
I think he's a real bromosexual, just like myself, and I really love hanging out with him.
Can we start referring to, like... Can we start calling, like, high fives and fist pounds and, like, chest bumps? Can we just refer to those as dude kisses from now on?
So, just gave him a big bro smooch. It's not a big thing.
Gave him a double fist pound. It was real European.
That's how they do it there.
I'm gonna get dude kisses going. I'm gonna get it started.
I think you should. I think that would be cracking.
Danielle, stop being
Danielle.
so fucking greedy. Thomas is so
Leave
lonely.
Thomas, be more awesome.
Why don't you go back in the annals of the history, find a friend that you don't like anymore, and give it back to Thomas?
Yeah.
Oh, so you're saying like hand-me-down friends?
Exactly.
Danielle,
Like,
friends. Make new friends, keep the old, and give some to Thomas. Yeah.
give some back to Thomas. Yeah, he'll appreciate it.
Think of it as a friendship tax, because Thomas does a lot for you vis-a-vis getting you friends.
Exactly.
You got to kick back like 20% back to him, and then 10%
what he
into
does.
social,
Finder's fee.
10% into Social Security, so that when you're old and like ready for death, you have some friends there waiting for you.
Griffin, Yahoos. I need some.
Okay. I found 2, and I'm gonna try and combine them into one super question because they're topical.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Yahoo Answers user Prego asks, what to do for Easter with no kids? My husband and I have no kids. Well, we are expecting. Congratulations.
Way to go, guys.
Are there any ideas that we can do for Easter? I think it's going to be raining Sunday, too. Something fun, like a sexy egg hunt or something.
Excuse me?
Sorry?
Like a sexy egg hunt or something.
It's the world's fastest egg hunt. There's one locale.
Yahoo Answers user Corsair asks, what are some good ideas for my boyfriend's Easter eggs? My boyfriend and I are being silly this year and having an egg hunt, and we're filling each other's eggs with little things. I filled about half with candy, but I need some cute, sexy ideas to fill the rest. I'd like a few of them to be rather suggestive, but nothing is coming to mind. The trick is that, whatever it is, it has to fit inside of one of those plastic eggs. Help? So, 2 questions. I think the first is more sexy egg hunt, general topic ideas. Where does one hide a sexy egg hunt egg? Second being, what do you fill your sexy eggs with? Your sex.
Mustard gas.
You're saying just death.
That would suit these people. That would serve these people right, I think. If that's what they discovered.
You guys are.
This year I invented something new for Easter, and it's called a solo solitaire egg hunt. What you do is you take a couple Ambien, and then you hide some eggs, and then you wake up and you try to remember where you put them eggs.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
After
what do you put?
The sweet veil of Ambien has been lifted from your eyes.
Yeah,
you go searching Memento style for your.
And inside the eggs, more Ambien.
Everybody wins.
Have a great night.
Happy birthday, Jesus.
Maybe fill it with lube. Hey, I found your. Fuck.
Oh no.
What
you're
did
saying
you do?
loose. You're saying loose lube, not like a.
I'm saying loose.
Not
lube.
like a one shot, like that they give you at a dermatologist.
I'm saying when they open it, I want it to look like the world's worst pinata. Just everywhere, just lube spraying. Like,
Oh my God, there's
jets.
lube everywhere.
Now, honey, in one egg, I've hidden lube. In one egg, I just empty it out and squeeze it. And we got to keep them straight.
This is so important. This is a Jello's is in here. Enjoy.
A lot of people are saying that this is distasteful.
Oh yeah, just because of the whole Jesus thing, right? The whole.
It's a religious holiday.
Yeah.
And like, I get it, you guys. It is maybe not the intended way to spend the holiday, but
I get it.
I can't. I'm so down with it. Like, I'm so down with their pioneering.
Here's my main problem with it. With all this talk of like sexy egg hunts and all this stuff, how did they bypass painting up your scrotum to look like an Easter egg?
Justin, yeah.
What's up?
What if you hid the eggs all over your body? Like one of those, you turn yourself into a sushi platter, you turn yourself into like a playground where you've hidden a bunch of eggs.
A real wonderland, perhaps.
A wonderland of hidden away eggs. I mean,
I just looked in your armpit, checked right between your butt cheeks.
right? Hey, lift up these fat boobs.
Bound to be one behind your knees. Your body's an egg hunt. Looking inside your ear canal. Body is an egg hunt.
Oh, Christ. Put a condom in that egg, you silly.
It's silly. It's easy.
Silly
Hey, I
goose.
want to hear Griffin's last question. But first, a few quick housekeeping things. Again, thank you to everybody who came out to Chicago. It was a great time. Sorry we got the episode up late afterwards. It was kind of out of our hands. But hopefully this one will be on time.
I was drunk for 4 days after that show.
We were drunk for 4 days afterwards.
And if you missed it, if you go back through the MBMBAM Twitter feed,
Oh, great.
we have a link to a video that was shot of the live show. So
There might
check
even
that
be
out,
one
too.
with better audio, with the actual live show audio. So,
And if you go back through Travis's Twitter feed, you can see a picture taken of me after the live show that I do not remember. Do not recall being snapped. I don't
When you were
remember the
having
shutter
intimate dude kisses.
snapping up on me. On that one.
if you want to hear more of our show, it's mbmbam.com. There's all kinds of episodes there. There's the methods of asking us questions there. We love it if you subscribe to us on iTunes. Give us a rating, a review. Tell your friends to listen to the show. You don't want them to die without us.
Tonight.
And you're the only one who can stand between those two things happening. That thing that we just said.
Mabim Bam will stop your friends from dying. That's our
Mabim Bam
catchphrase.
will make your friends live forever. Mabim Bam at MaximumFun.org. We need your questions. We were a little light this week. If you had one that you thought was pretty good and we never broached it, send it again. we only get to a few questions per show, so
As
give it
long as
another-
it's not scatological or masturbatorial in nature.
yeah, except in the sense that all of our show is masturbatorial in nature. But I mean, other than that,
We were just talking about Easter egg vaginas. Like,
yeah.
how do you not jerk? How do you not jerk it?
How
to
do you
that?
not? Tote bags should be arriving like nowish. If you are a donor who got one of those, other goodies should be arriving in the next 2 weeks or so. So if you're a Max Fun donor, so keep an eye out.
My tote bag
for
came and it was full of money,
Oh yeah,
just like chock full of bills.
shoo! I feel bad for anybody who didn't get one of those.
Yeah, me too.
You're so rich. Griffin.
We got any shout outs?
Oh yeah, shout outs. What's going on the? Oh yeah, Twitter. If you can tweet about our show with the MBAM ribbon. S Diesel has had his twibbin, his my brother me twibbin.
Are we trending yet?
Are we trending? How's the your muse?
They're
put
mostly
up a picture
They're mostly Easter based.
of herself with scraps. Charlene 519 got her tote bag. She was excited. Krista Whalen just got Jess on the my brother me train, and she had a jolly good laugh. Whatever that means, foreign language. I don't understand.
I've seen a lot of photos of people with their tote bags, and they are putting cats and dogs in them and carrying them around. Not sure how I feel about that.
I like it.
That dog or cat can't be comfortable, though, can it?
Oh,
I think it's the most comfortable.
Can I
my
see?
problem.
Can I get a JPEG of a dog and a cat in the same bag?
Somebody JPEG that.
I don't
for
want
me.
any old ass dogs or old ass cats either. I want young blood. I want that young stuff.
I would also like a picture of a dog and a cat in a hot tub together, just chilling.
Just chilling.
And then I want-
at the bottom it says just chilling.
And then I
Friends
want a
forum.
JPEG of you, and you've hidden an Easter egg somewhere on your body. Where is it?
and send them straight to Griffin.
I need that.
Those
in my
could just go
personal
straight to
account.
Griff.
Send it to lonelyeggs@gmail.com. What
Griffin.
did you put in your egg? I took half an egg, and it's on the tip.
Griffin, please.
It looks like the Juggernaut.
God, I'm begging you now.
Yeah, this is our final question. It was sent in by Derek Martz. Thank you, Derek. It's by Yahoo Answers user Twilight Sparkle, who asks, "What's wrong about being sexually attracted to Pokemon?"
I'm Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
This has been my brother, me. Kiss your dads. Square on the lips.
The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed. Travis insists he's a sexpert, but if there's a degree on his wall, I haven't seen it. Also, this show isn't for kids, which I mention only so the babies out there.
But I think that he probably did this all on his own. But now that Osama is dead,
Courtesy of the Red, White, and Blue.
courtesy of the Red and Blue,
You have to say that after every time you acknowledge his death.
I do. Don't worry, I do. Who's next for us? Who's enemy number one? Enemy number uno right now? Who's the new hotness?
Space aliens.
Space aliens? I think that's going to be sort of a longer play, but I think certainly that they are top.
It took
there.
us 10 years to take out a dude on Earth. I think we got time.
I know. I agree with you. It's just gonna be
It has to be, it can't be anything ambiguous. It has to be one space alien.
one.
That's the thing. I can't get off. I can't finish knowing that we are at war with an entire country. But when I think about the full might of the big bad American military coming after just one dude,
Yeah,
oh, that's the
good stuff. I'd like it to be whoever is making the scary movies still.
Wes Craven, your ass is grass.
No, not scary movies. It's the scary movie series, not just like generally
Justin
making horror
hates
films.
getting spooked.
I've been spooked. Nuke him.
Nuke him.
You got me. Let's drop a daisy cutter in there. Just really murder everybody who made that film. What if Jamie Lee Curtis got caught in the crossfire, you monster? Didn't even think about that. This is an advice show, as you've gathered. This is an advice show for the modern era. I am your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
I am your middleest brother, Travis McElroy.
And I'm Griffin McElroy.
Courtesy of the red, white, and blue. So let's get to the advice. So there's this girl I'm really...
Is it, hold on.
Whoa.
Is it weird
Okay.
that I am super against the death penalty, like in every way imaginable, but I would be okay with like putting makeup on Osama bin Laden's dead ass assassinated corpse and like letting people like pay $10 to get like a funny picture taken with it?
Yeah, that's fine. It just means you're like a huge hypocrite. That's the
No,
only thing.
here's what it is. I've been thinking about it. I think it's like the difference between, you know, you don't want to see anyone die, but when someone elevates themselves to the level of like supervillain,
Like mega dick. Like
yeah, like I want to see
biggest
Superman
dick on the
punch through his face. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like when you're on a supervillain level, you get what's coming.
Yeah.
I would have
Courtesy
preferred
of the red, white, and blue.
courtesy of the red, white, and blue. I would have preferred the Phantom Zone, but that's just me. So anyway, real actual ass advice for real people who are still alive.
Okay.
Courtesy of the red, white, and blue. So there's this girl I'm really into right now. I can tell. Oh, sorry. I misread that. He's not into her right now with an expectation to be less into her later. Let me try again. So there's this girl I'm really into. Right now, I can tell she sees us as friends, but I really think that if I have patience and work at it, something could possibly materialize between us. Here's where the complications arise. I cannot tell my friends I like her, as keep it a secret doesn't seem to register with them. So they don't know I'm really into this girl and are fully intent on setting me up with another girl who we know is into me. She's a nice girl, but not the one I really want. I've tried to slow down their setup plan as much as possible, but it's fast approaching. Shit, this is exciting.
Yeah, I know.
Should I break a girl's heart for a chance to be with the girl I really love? Have you any tips for slowing down the oncoming setup? From those who wait. Oh, shit.
There's so much going on in this
This is
question.
thrilling. God damn, I miss being a teenager. Do you know the biggest thing like this is like, for me, is like, I really wanted to go to Fazoli's, but Arby's is right there. Ah, fuck it. I'll get some beef.
That's poignant in its own way.
Yeah, and it has its own implications in the real world.
So it sounds like this question is threefold. One, he likes this girl that doesn't like him. Two, his friends can't keep a secret. Three, they're trying to set him up with a girl he doesn't dig. Right? Those are like the three main points of this question.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Thanks. Thank
Good.
you
Well,
for that.
this is a
thank you
recap.
for
There's a
that
lot
fucking
going on in that question.
Cliff's
I just wanted
notes
to clear it up.
on that 30-second long question.
It's a recap show for the modern era. We take your questions and boil them down
Can
to
I
the
get-
basic components.
An index card with some bullet points on it.
Well, my next turn was to answer those questions in
Piecemeal.
turn, but
Oh, you're doing a setup.
yeah, I was
All right. Well,
Yeah.
you bumped it. We said it. Now spike it to the
all
advice
right.
zone.
One, and I
You
would,
didn't have anything.
You
no, I
touched the
do, I
net.
do, I swear, God, I do. My question is that, and this is for you guys, Justin, Griffin,
Okay.
and everyone else. What is the possibility? Whenever I hear someone say, I really like this girl, she just sees us as friends, but I think with some hard work and dedication, I can change her mind.
I know
And
what
I
you're
think
thinking.
that that's
yes.
a fool's game.
That is a fool's game. There's no cute meat that starts with wearing her down. Like that is not. You never see that part in a romantic comedy.
Well, we met each other, and then I broke her will like a stallion, and now...
Maybe he just needs some time to get his sexy right.
Whoa. You think? Oh, you're thinking some Patrick Dempsey and Can't Buy Me Love shit. Like he needs-
That is specifically and exactly what I'm talking about.
that is the exact shit you were thinking just now in this second.
I was furiously looking up YouTube clips from that movie just now while talking.
That's just part of his routine.
Oh yeah, my early morning routine.
Yeah, I think that if you have to, Travis has a great point. If you have to work at it, it's probably not meant to be, because that's how you end up being the guy who, like, she'll break up with somebody and you're like, oh, I'm gonna slip in there, but no dice, because she's just not that into you.
And you also run the risk of just completely, like, debasing yourself. Like, the harder you work, say you spend 6 months convincing this girl to date you, and then you actually get together, you are going to be so unhappy in this relationship because everything that happens, you're like, oh shit, I hope I didn't piss her off. I don't want her to break up with me. Like, it will not be an even relationship.
Yeah, it's not
So you're saying go with the adequate lover. Go with the
No, I'm saying like I don't think he's giving this second girl a chance because he's so hung
Deborah,
up on the
she's my
first
adequate
girl.
lover.
Your backup lover. Look at her. She's beautiful in her way.
Her way.
She.
I tell you what, get rid of those glasses, dust those Funyuns crumbs off her shirt. You might have a prize there, a hidden treasure. I
Yeah,
think.
put a blue ribbon on that sweet baby.
Hey, and as Travis points out, that it's also not a very attractive quality to be on the hunt, to be like working really hard to wear somebody down. Here's a classic movie line you never heard. Frankly, my dear, if you need me or whatever, or something opens up, just call me. Like, you got my cell and Twitter and stuff. So, like,
I'll
whatever.
keep my
I'm around.
phone turned on while I sleep. So if you have like a bad dream or something and want to talk about it,
Yeah.
Or just, frankly, my dear, come on.
Come on.
Come on.
Frankly, my dear, I don't think you're going to do better. That was very frank of me. So that was linguistically accurate.
frankly, my dear, I give so many damns.
I give like many dams about this.
100 billion dams.
I say, I think that if you got someone who's into you right now, you got someone who's not into you right now, go with the one who is into you right now, because it's not like a one or the other. Like, one of these paths is not closed down. Maybe the other girl's just not. Maybe she is your forever love, and she's just not ready for that yet. Maybe the two of you aren't ready, in a destiny sense.
And here's a simple, direct thing for them trying to set you up. If you do decide that you don't want to go up, and you don't want to go with this setup date, just tell your friends no.
Yeah, that's a good point too.
Just be directed if they're like, hey, so just got, I'm not really down with this.
Hey guys,
The end.
thanks but no thanks, Griffin.
Yeah, I got
You
it.
know what I need.
This one was sent in by I am Ostarda on Twitter. Thank you.
Okay.
for that
Timely.
name. Yahoo Answers user Diego asks, why does my girlfriend feel weird having sex with me because of the posters on my wall? They are of JFK, Gandhi, and Benjamin Franklin. Additional details. They are on my wall because I strive to be like them.
Okay, in the sack.
Yeah, in bed.
Is that what we're presupposing? Because
Ask
I'm
not
sure-
what I can do for you, but what you can do for me.
yeah,
Yeah.
Ooh.
what you can do for my dick. I'm the president. Mr. Kennedy, President Kennedy was probably pretty proficient.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Now President Gandhi, on the other hand.
President Gandhi, I don't know. If you like them stringy, I guess.
I think definite bottom, we have to assume, right? I mean, right?
Why are you're saying Gandhi was gay?
No, I'm just saying, like, it could be people use bottom men.
Justin, no way can we put this in the show.
God, if he was gay, that would be so much funny.
All right, stop.
Can we agree for this question, for the fiction of this question, that we are going to answer it in an alternate universe in which Gandhi was gay, so I can make that joke about it being a bottom?
No.
Yes.
I'm saying a one question. Just give me a break on reality. Just for this one question so I can make this gag.
It will be in an alternate reality in the sense that I'll delete it from the show and send it to the fucking Phantom Zone.
Osama and my hilarious Gandhi spoof.
To be fair, Griffin, you don't know what was in Gandhi's heart.
Yeah. Or in his
He's a
blood.
very quiet heart, but
Okay. All right. Bye. That's my final offer.
By curious?
We are in an alternate reality for the duration of this question in which Gandhi was bi-curious. Now, hold on. Well, I do want to take
what
a
was the
second.
goof? What was even the spoof that started this?
A quick timeout. Welcome our new listeners. Gandhi, the spoof was he would be a bottom because he was into non-aggression and passive. You know what I mean? Like,
And also really weak from the not eating.
yeah.
And a giant butthole.
Okay. All right. So I will agree to. All right. I will drop my gag. I will drop my spoof.
Yeah, it didn't make a whole lot of sense.
Okay, but if you had given me the leeway to make him gay, I just want our show to appeal to everybody, and we had a bunch of
Even fiction writers.
I want it to appeal to people writing alternate histories. I bet Ben Franklin got down.
Oh yeah.
Like-
oh
Oh,
my
yeah.
god, are you kidding me?
Right?
Back in the 18th century, it was just a constant bacchanalian just fuck fest
Yeah,
all the time.
all the time.
All
and
the time.
that's-
The First Continental Congress, close the windows. We don't want the secrets to get out or the stink.
Reopen those windows. John Hancock just blacked out. Wow. So I don't think it's weird that you have those posters on your wall. I do want to know your supplier for Benjamin Franklin posters. I do want to know where do you pick those up at? Because I would
mean-
like to get one.
He was basically the best dude ever. Like, I can understand.
Yeah, he was like the coolest guy.
He was like the fucking coolest guy.
He's sitting there flying a kite with a key on it while boning down on a lady. Like, check out this key thing I did. Now get on it.
Get on
Yeah.
it.
That's just that's basic history.
That's
Yeah.
a quote.
That's a basic quote from history books.
An old class. Now JFK was a known poon
Philanderer?
hound. Philanderer, right?
Lothario.
Maybe his girl is put off by the vibe, the sort of no rules Fire Island swinger vibe
Yeah.
that JFK is putting
No
out.
rules, no fear. Just bounce on the tip. I'm the
Is
president.
it possible that during their lovemaking, he's referencing the posters?
See, that's what I'm worried about.
Oh, okay.
Like he's like pointing at him and going, "This one's for you, Ben."
Or not even. I think speaking would alleviate the tension in this situation. I'm talking about like she catches him just staring into the eyes of Benjamin Franklin whilst crushing them guts.
But maybe he's reflecting on some of their other accomplishments. Maybe he's crushing them guts while he's thinking about how cool it was to invent the first fire station or something.
Yeah.
Wishing he
I
had
do love bifocals.
I don't think it's weird. I think that it's, that's why a lot of people don't have posters. A lot of people
No,
have,
I don't.
like-
You're saying that. You are saying that people who don't have posters don't have those posters because they're uncomfortable having posters in their room during coitus?
Yes, I'm saying
Yeah.
that if you don't, okay, I think 99% of bedroom decoration decisions are, would this be weird
Coitus-based?
if I was boning in here?
Yeah.
Like, would this be weird? That's why you don't put, like, pictures of your meemaw in your bedroom, because, like, what if you catch a glimpse? You don't
Although
want
I
that.
do have that poster where the cat's hanging from the tree branch and it says, "Hang in there."
Well, yeah, because that's helpful advice. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah,
for the
that's-
act. I'm worried about the way that you guys are looking at your bedroom, because for me it's a peaceful place where I can go and energize like a robot for my next day of work. And to you, it's like some sort of like it's like the seedy sex room. It's
Now,
like,
why do you think that might be?
Because I like robots and you guys like sex.
We're mutually exclusive.
I
Choose your side.
I have enough attention to really dedicate myself to one concentration, and you guys, and by you guys I mean
To put it
everybody
in terms
else
Griffin
in
can
the.
understand, he only has enough RAM to think about
Yeah.
robots.
He doesn't have enough RAM to RAM, is what he's saying.
That's what I'm saying.
Hey,
I need an upgrade.
you're kinda
I need a
cute. Can
dual
I,
core.
Can I come over and sleep with you tonight? I don't know. I'm going to be devoting a lot of energy to pretending I'm a robot. I'm afraid you might impede that in some sense. Hey, my friend just got engaged to his girlfriend, which is great. I'm invited to their engagement party, which is not so great. Here is my problem. It's a potluck at the girlfriend's house. I think fiance is now the
The
proper
parlance.
nomenclature. Yeah. That they are throwing. I think it's really tacky and don't want to bring anything. Is this a jerk move? What should I do? Mike, not even in the wedding.
Oh, this is like a Da Vinci Code. There's a secret in this question.
Can you find the secret?
Because his thing that he's upset about is total shenanigans.
Yeah.
Total ridiculous.
And it just slips in the real question right there at the end.
Right there at the end. What is it? I don't know. It's Hebrew for apple. That means that it's at this address. What's there? The foreskin. Da Vinci Code.
So you guys are saying the real issue is that he's not in the wedding?
Of course. That's what he's upset about.
What is his other issue? That
He
the
is
girlfriend
abstaining from bringing potato salad because he was not asked to do a reading.
His other issue is that none of their friends or family are close enough to throw them an engagement party. That's what he's mad about.
Like, here.
Hey, I would have done it. Why don't you ask me? I would have thrown you a potluck. Potluck is also the easiest thing to throw.
Well, potluck is the shittiest party because it's saying, hey, come to our party, and we just need you to bring the food and the drinks and some decorations and, I don't know, some plates and cups if you can pick them up.
It's also
And
the
can we have
worst.
it at your
It's the
house?
shittiest. It's the shittiest party because you say on the invitation like, everybody brings something, but just make sure somebody brings rolls. And then you get to the party, and it's just fucking 70 rolls. Like, I don't even know what to do.
Everybody
with these
brought
anymore.
a 2-liter of off-brand soda and a bag of rippled potato chips.
Oh, man. That sounds like to me, sounds like a party.
Yeah, we need to get engaged. You
Yeah,
guys.
I gotta get engaged.
Gotta find my robot bride.
Can you be my girl? My heart is in beta. Mike, you are upset about them not asking you to be in the wedding, and that's what's bothering you. I think you gotta A, talk to him about it, or B, like just make some steak and take it over. Just pick up some macaroons or something at the Kmart and just take it over there.
Steak would be fucking baller for a potluck. Are you kidding me?
How's your potluck? I guess I just made it way better, huh?
Yeah, you should. If we treated potlucks more like competitions and less, and less like fucking slop troughs, like just put this cord in your face. I bought it at Kmart.
But you sweet boy, I'm sorry. I know that must be that's such a sensitive time. You know, choosing who's going to be in a wedding party. So many factors to consider. It doesn't mean they didn't like you. You know, it means that maybe she only had X number of friends and he couldn't ask you or something like that. You never know what happened.
And bad news, yeah, you totally have to bring something to that party.
You gotta.
You got to.
Yeah, I can't.
I understand the reluctance, but you're going to be that guy.
I get it, but you're right. Like Travis is right. There is no debate on what guy you're going to be because the answer is that guy. That's the guy you're going to be.
To put it in different terms, it's like if someone said a party was BYOB and you said, that's shitty, and then just showed up and asked to drink everyone else's beer.
And not like some of everyone else's beer. Literally just a row of all the beers at the party that you're slamming one after another. Like a scene from the hit ABC family series, Greek. Hey, I live in a college dorm, and recently an unfamiliar girl has taken to using my hall bathroom to shower. This would be fine, except that she always showers with the curtain open. I can only...
What?
Slower.
Okay, I will go slower. Hold on, just let me find my place here. I can only assume that she's creeped out her own hallmates and has to find new turf. But it's beginning to creep me out as well, not to mention flooding the bathroom.
Ooh, can't do that.
Which leads me to wonder, why might a person prefer to shower with the curtain open? And what can I do to get her to stop flooded in Philly?
You can shut the fuck up.
You're ruining it for everyone,
We
Dylan.
need this.
We need this in our lives. You're ruining it.
I mean, what other reason could it be other than she
Wanting
wants
to
you
get dick watched.
She wants you to see those fat boobies.
There is no justification to this action.
Yeah, what other could it, I like
Guys,
to feel
wait.
I like the breeze on
Wait,
my
Curtain
moist
up,
skin.
it's time for a show.
It's
Guys,
my
what?
it's my religion.
This is probably a girl asking this question,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like not a guy, because that guy would know that even if he were not of that persuasion where he would enjoy something like that, the punishment for ending something like that would be so severe that he couldn't withstand,
Christ.
right?
Listen,
Like we're talking exile in Guyville.
But communal showers in the first place are so creepy and fucking weird, and the reason I never lived in a dorm. If I lived in a dorm, I would have gone home to shower. I would have driven to my parents' house and showered there and gone back. That's unacceptable.
I have never, ever been in the shower and thought, it's just so stuffy in here.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
I need to pop open this door real quick. Like, I don't understand why the water splashes everywhere, and it's just weird. It's just weird.
Maybe she just saw Psycho for the first time, and like, but if a murderer gets in the room, like, seeing them isn't gonna do you any help. Like,
Yeah, and here's the thing: if you're in a communal bathroom, there's people in and out of that bathroom. Like, is your fear like, what if somebody walks in? Well, yes.
Maybe just-
statistically,
to her, these are my least favorite kind of people on the planet. To her, nudity's no big deal. Don't worry about it. It's just my boobs. Hey, it's just my boobs and my vagina. No big deal. This is cool.
One of those houses.
One of those houses, I can't be a party to that. It's like when I go to the pool and like I go to the changing room and their dude's just like, check out my free balls. Check these out.
Got
My
some
balls
for
and
you.
wiener. They're like
So
inches
wait.
away.
are you saying that maybe this girl grew up in a home where while one person was showering, another one could be shooting a deuce on the toilet? And, like, they just got so comfortable with sharing bathrooms with each other, they just pop open the curtain and have conversations?
I'm saying that
That can't be a real thing.
the human body, is not a natural, beautiful palace. It's not. It's not. It's fucked up. Everybody's is weird and fucked up in different ways. And to
All
share
your secrets are stuck to you?
your secrets are, you have secret parts all over that nobody knows about and nobody should know about. And you can't be like, oh, this is how we're supposed to be.
This is natural.
This is natural. This is humanity at zero. Got to get back to zero. Check out this dick.
Please.
Straight up, even if you are one of the few that is a beautiful palace, man, that's so weird. Like,
Yeah, then you're
no
just
one's-
rubbing it in.
Yeah, and somebody like walks in the bathroom, their immediate reaction is never going to be, "Oh, nice." It's always going to be, "Whoa."
You're ruining you're ruining this for everybody.
You're ruining everything.
So if this person is for some reason listening right now, cover your shame.
Yeah, just hide that shame. Nobody needs that.
Good. Unless
You-
it's nice. Is it
What?
not? Is it nice?
Wait, but is it nice? Oh, I hadn't even considered the possibility that it might be nice.
Hey, can you just double check for me? Because maybe you get spooked. Double check. Because it might be nice.
Do we are we ready to take a journey to the money zone?
How about a Yahoo first?
I already said it. So I called dibs.
And that's like a contract.
It's like a contract that we make with ourselves.
Okay.
Okay, Yahoo it is.
This one was sent in by Cameron Daigle. I'm sorry I said his name like that. Thank you, Cameron Daigle. It's by Yahoo Answers user Monkey Pot Tree Nut, who asks, "Pregnant with twins. Are these good names?" I was thinking of cute and
Wait, can I prognosticate an answer?
sure.
They are not.
I was thinking of fun and cute names for my twins, boy and girl. Heart. I'm also inspired by a lot of celebrities. Their children have such unique names. Anyway, here goes. Starting with a girl's name and then a boy's name. Jam and Ham Smith.
Nice.
Lola and Boba Smith.
Boba?
Sammy and Sammy Smith. Now, hold up.
Wait.
Sammy S-A-M-I and Sammy S-A-M-M-Y.
Oh, Jesus.
La and Lee Smith.
Boy, that would make Sophie's Choice really tough, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Take Sammy. You guys work
shit.
it out.
Sugar
Did you
and
say Law and
La,
Lee?
La and Lee Smith. Sugar and Spice Smith.
Oh, God.
That's got my
Wait, is the boy sugar and the girl spice?
Yes.
Or the boy's spice?
Nope, you had it right.
Oh, God.
Sylvia,
You know what that boy is? A teen runaway.
Sylvia and Silvio Smith.
Because they're living in a Shakespeare comedy.
Apple and Pear Smith.
Oh, God.
Which pair is your favorite? Thanks. I like apple and pear. Just like fucking turn your whole family into some big awful fruit salad.
Big stupid.
Just a big dumb compote.
Did my boys in the Yahoo Answers crew? Did they have any votes?
Yahoo Answers user, you know you love me, said, great for dogs. How's your burn? Hey, check your face. It's on the ground.
I just rammed your face to the deep fat fryer because it burned so bad. I burned you so hard. Pretty good one. Pretty good zinger.
Okay.
Someone said Jam is an adorable name for a little girl.
No, it's not.
Nope.
Hey,
I can't.
I take you as my bride, Jam.
Excuse me?
Hi, I'm Jam.
Hi.
That is a fucking power play.
Oh, jam. What does that mean? It means my parents were borderline. It means they were borderline retarded. Is what it means.
It means that before I was even born, my parents decided they hate me.
They hated me already. You got legitimate grounds. Like, Mom, Dad, you hate me. Like, it seems like it.
Can we come up with some other rhyming couplets for this lady?
Sure.
Food-based, maybe, since most of these are.
So, like, these are my kids, Hot and Pocket.
Mm-hmm.
What rhymes with would be better off adopted?
Mark.
That's not quite it, but what about Julie and Julia?
These are my kids, Susan and Schmoozin.
Schmoozin. This is my son, Schmoozin. I'm very proud of him. I love him dearly.
What about, can we call him Pepsi and Coke?
Pepsi and Coke.
Pepsi. Okay.
Can you
quit
choose
picking
between
on
my
Coke.
kids? Can you, in a blind taste test? What is that, Uncle Kevin? No, thank you.
Can you
No.
call one Mountain Dew and one Dr. Pepper? I'm
And this is their
Dr.
younger sister, Mr. Pibb.
I am Dr. Pepper Smith. This is my brother, Jam.
This is our poor cousin, Dr. Thunder.
Just keep having twins until you can fucking stock a refrigerator with your children.
But don't do that. I can't state this strongly enough.
Sweetheart, we ran out of Miracle Whip. We gotta have a kid, I guess, and name him that. How does this work again? I don't understand.
Let's go
You name the
fornicate.
kid-
I'm confused.
You name the kid the food, but I'm still hungry after it.
Oh, the poor hell that these kids are being born
Yeah.
into.
Okay, here's what you need to do. Whenever you think about what you're going to name your kids, just set up some practice sentences in your head. Like,
Yeah.
well,
Like,
yes,
hello, my name is Jam. Like that. Oops, no.
I would
that
love
one's
to
done.
work here.
Yeah.
I want to be a doctor.
I'm your
I'll be your-
Dr. Jam Smith. I'm Dr. Jam. This is my partner.
No, I take it back. Dr. Jam is perfect because you're setting him up to be a professional sports player.
Dr. Jam. And this is my boombox. He's my resident. I'm gonna cut into you and fix you.
Yeah.
Now check
This
out
is
my dope
resident
moves.
boombox, and I'm Dr. Jam. What's wrong with what?
I'm
How
in
can
a
I help
private-
you today?
I'm in a private practice with Dr. Frankenstein.
I take it back. These are awesome names.
These are
Who is
great
that in the
names.
corner? It's Ham. It's my brother Ham. He's on the ones and twos. He's gonna mix while I cut in.
Yeah, so I think they're all pretty good. Griffin, let's do this thing.
What are they short for? Hamilton and Jamilton.
And our country's 53rd president was, of course, Jamilton P. Smith.
Oh boy.
Hold on, let me put my seatbelt on.
Yeah, strap in.
Okay.
Because you just got a first class ticket to the money zone. Striker. Why didn't we not have a football alliance before? Oh, by the way, we're also only calling it football from now on because now we're into it. Now we're into this world.
Yeah, and we
We're
call
into this
we
world.
call our football Norteamericano.
Griffin. Time to let that that
fuck!
pride, that deep
Just open your heart and let the pride out.
pride out.
Can I? We should do a fight song. Hold on.
For Emily and Andrew?
And a tender love ballad about the
Go
wall
fight
football.
Mary.
So give me some talking points. How can I mix these two together?
We got fighting.
Something about cleats.
Yep.
Okay. Strap on those cleats. Walk down the aisle. Don't block that goal. Something about cleats. It's a soccer wedding. You got a yellow card for throwing rice too hard. You cut the cake and shoot a penalty shot. It's a soccer wedding. I went to the wedding of Emily and Andrew Horton Hall. Neil Patrick Harris was there. It was nice. It was a soccer wedding. It was a soccer wedding.
Go Lions! Woo! Lions!
That wasn't so much a jingle as much as it was a song about a soccer wedding.
I think it still counts.
If you could have thrown monsters in there and made it a monster soccer wedding, we would have had a party hit.
Anything you threw in there sort of ideologically would have just glommed on.
That song was a music.
It was a monster soccer wedding.
Soccer wedding.
That was a thematic stew. That's what I just made.
I like it. Simmered its own juices. I work in a pretty conservative office, and although my coworkers are pleasant enough, they're not the type of folks I would ever hang out with if I weren't getting paid. Every once in a while, they organize a dinner at a restaurant after work. Pretty much everyone, including my boss, goes. I've been to a couple, and they're not torture. They're just boring, and I'd rather go home. What's a way to get out of these without alienating anyone or seeming like a dick? Just here for the cheddar. I think you got to think of this as part of your gig. You got to think it because if you're going to advance in your company or whatever, having those personal relationships with people above you are really going to be invaluable. I think you got to think of it as like part of your job.
You could also, I don't know, find a fatigue disease. Something that's not like deadly or life-threatening and like doesn't affect it, but like just kind of makes you sleepy.
A fatigue?
Like say you have an iron deficiency.
Disease?
like African sleeping sickness.
Is this a
Yeah.
go-to thing for you? Have you done this before?
Have you pulled this move? You
Fatigue
came out with
disease?
that move pretty quick. I think.
You know, you got mono, I've got stereo. It's double bad. I'm sleepy all the time.
I gotta go. Thank you for the breadsticks, though. They were really good.
You got that from kissing? I got mine from fucking. It's called stereo.
Wait, that's a great idea. At the dinner, just make such awkward conversation that they don't ask you to come back.
I would prefer you not be there.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That. Hold on. What's that smell? It smells like a recipe for success. In business. So it smells like a recipe for business success.
We got a promotion coming up. Who should we give it to? I don't know. Weird Mike? Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's give it to Jam.
Let's give it to ostracized Jam. That guy seems all right.
Jamilton, could you come in
Jamilton, we
here,
need to have a
please?
talk. You said some shit during that party that I have never heard before. I have never been a party to that kind of talk.
And frankly, I love it.
You're hired.
You're hired.
Double hired. You're already hired? You're hired twice. Here's 2 paychecks. Now get out of here, Jamilton, you scamp.
Scampleton. I know it's not super fun, but you got to do it because like people notice that stuff and they know when someone's just there. It's all about the money,
For the
all about the
teasers.
See,
Benjamins.
that's the tricky thing. You can't just go. I think you really got to invest. You got to go, and you got to like bring your A
Get your
game.
hands dirty.
Well, because here the fact of the matter is, like the underbelly is, in any type of job, you get promoted because people like you. Like you could be really awesome at your job, but if you're that quiet, creepy guy in the corner, they're not going to bump you up. They don't want to spend more time with you. You know what I mean? They're like, oh yeah, he's great at his job, so we're going to keep him right there because he's doing such a great job. But charming Jim over there, we want to find out more about this charming Jim fellow.
Right, we want to elevate him.
Yeah, we want to put him on a pedestal so we can just be irradiated by his charm. All
You want to be irradiated by charm, is what you're saying.
yeah,
By charming Jim's charm.
by Jim Charm.
And Jamilton we want to keep right where he's at.
Jamilton, you're fine over there. Actually, can you just over a little,
Just scooch.
over a little bit?
Scooch a little over.
I'll say when.
Keep going.
Keep going and okay.
Okay, perfect.
Do you guys know what day it is?
Ah, god damn it.
Yep.
Oh,
up?
fuck.
It is May now. I wanted this to be official Swoop and Osama Spoon month. But that might be in poor taste.
Brought to you by the Red, White, Blue.
Some people aren't down with the present that the Red, White, and Blue brought. And that's fine.
Who brought this to the
Who
potluck?
brought this?
Oh, that's courtesy of the red, white, and
Dead
blue.
ass assassinated terrorist to the potluck. Wasn't me. I brought the potatoes. I gotta go down the list though because I didn't pick it.
Oh, good. Good.
Carrots and cauliflower. Not month. That's just it. That's just the title of it.
Just carrots and
I
cauliflower.
guess.
Baby names.
Get caught reading month. Hey, what are you doing over there? Uh-oh.
Knock first!
International Audit Month. Yay. My favorite.
Celebrate.
We did it. Nope. You did it wrong.
I want to reject the premise of that month. I don't think that. What do we need to be aware that happens?
I think this every month, but do you pay a fee to get one of these titles? Like, do you send?
I think
in
it's
a
like
check
I think it's like
and
buying a
request?
star to name after you. It's just sort of you can't.
You know what I love? Carrots and cauliflower.
Yeah.
We need a month to celebrate.
We should probably slap. You probably should slap month on the end of that, don't you think, Susan? No.
No.
Just,
I wish people would make fun of me for talking about carrots and cauliflower so much. What I need is a whole month where I can really just get down deep. And also, fuck broccoli.
National Salsa Month, in parentheses, the food.
Oh, good.
Oh, Jesus.
I just got my dancing shoes on. I'm glad I get to put instead my tasting tongue.
Prepare Tomorrow's Parents Month.
That's what we do every week here, I think. Like we don't have a month for that.
Teen CEO Month.
Oh, God.
Like Bieber, right?
Huh?
Like Bieber? Like Bieber's the CEO of Bieber Industries?
Bieber Industries? Yeah.
Where did this company go wrong? Maybe it was the milkshake machine.
This is mysterious. React Month. Bang. What was that?
I don't know. I'll tell you in May.
National Hamburger Month. National Barbecue Month. A lot of food.
I don't know. I need a whole month for hamburgers. Like, I'm pretty much up on
God
those.
knows I do.
On
Yeah.
the reg. I made a hamburger last week
How was
on
it?
a grill.
I'm celebrating National Hamburger Year.
I'm celebrating National Hamburger Life.
What about Eco Driving Month? There's got to be some tips. Got to be some tips
No.
and tricks. Guys, we might have to dip into the weekly observances.
Please don't, Christ. Teen CEO Month. Let's do it. Let's help spread awareness.
Did you know that May 8th through 14th is National Salute to Moms 35 Plus Week?
What?
Did you know that May 9th through the 13th is National Etiquette Week?
I can't do these weeks with you.
Did you know that May 15th through the 21st is National Dog Bite Prevention Week? Hey, you're about to be bitten by a dog. Don't let that happen to you.
I'm just looking forward to July, which is of course national admit this bit you've been trying to make work for 6 months isn't panning out so well month.
It's failing me now.
You're not looking forward to that one? It's like an amnesty where you can admit, like, well, we'll give it our best shot.
I'm going to be straight with you guys. This entire time, as you've been talking about the weeks and everything,
swear to-
I have, in fact, been picturing teen CEOs and, like, Mr. Brad rolling in to the boardroom
right,
on a
let's do it. Let's do
skateboard and
teen-
saying, like, now there's a skateboard room.
Let's do teen CEO month.
Mr. Brad?
Yeah, because that's what he has everyone call him. He's like, Mr. Johnson's my father. Call me Mr. Brad.
Here. Let's start.
Okay.
I already started.
Okay, but in the form of a PSA, please.
Okay.
Hey, teen CEOs. They're just like regular CEOs, only shorter. My brother.
Teen CEOs. They'll get dumped and lay off the whole mailroom. My brother.
Teen CEOs. As long as your CFO's a grown-up, it should be okay.
Teen CEOs, because an adult would want to run everything his way. My brother, mate. That one is specific to Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, by the way. Teen CEOs, good luck sleeping your way to the top, felon.
Can I just talk more about Mr. Brad?
Tired of Shaggy songs not being pumped into your office 24 hours a day? Try a Teen CEO. He loves that shorty one. I wish I had more modern references to dip into.
Shaggy is the most modern you can go?
Shaggy is about as modern as I can go in terms of music.
If you want to hear more Limp Bizkit,
is there one called Disco Panic? Is that an outfit that the kids are listening to?
Yeah.
Good?
That is a pop
Disco
punk
Panic.
outfit.
All right. So you want to hear more Disco Panic pumped into your office 24 hours a day?
if you want to hear more brown-eyed peas, hire a teen CEO.
Maybe they'll get Fergie to come do some motivational work. That would be inspiring, I think.
How
Have
about-
Will I Am come and help everybody
How about
get their groove back?
How about this?
Okay.
Teen CEO. Profits are down 15%, but angst is up by 20.
I cut expenses just to feel.
Oh, shit. And Travis saves it last minute. Makes this bit worth it. Do you have any killer yahoos?
I've got one. Yeah. How about this? This one was sent in by Toast Rack. Thanks,
I'm a
Toast
fan
Rack.
already.
It's by Yahoo Answers user Angela, who asks, is it dangerous to shoot a pregnant kangaroo with a tranquilizer? Dangerous for the mom.
Urgent.
Dangerous for the mama kangaroo and Joey fetus, I mean. I'm moving to Australia, and I'm...
if you guys get out to the Catskills this year, make sure to check out Joey Fetus. He has got a Frank Sinatra tribute show that will knock you on your ass.
Joey Fetus and his mama kangaroos are playing All Good this year, and I can't wait for those jam sessions. They laid on 30-minute jam sessions at a time. I'm moving to Australia, and I'm domesticating a kangaroo. I don't care what the authorities say. They're so cute. They look like giant puppy rodents. I want to hug one so
Wait.
bad. Ha 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 ha.
Holy shit.
Ha ha ha. Well, maybe I won't do that, but at least I want to hug a kangaroo before I die. Do you think kangaroos are cute?
You will hug a kangaroo right before you die. Seconds before you die.
Have you ever seen a kangaroo's talons? They will kick a hole right through you. I love this because it's like, I fucking love kangaroos so much. They're like human-sized puppies that you can hug. I love them so much that I want to shoot one with a tranquilizer gun, destroying the Joey fetus inside of it. That's how much my love is so boundless that I just want to destroy it.
I love the phrase, I don't care what the authorities say. It's like, well, you should. Like,
Yeah.
in general, rules
yeah.
like don't hug a kangaroo aren't like the man keeping you down.
Are they hoping that the tranquilizer dart will kill the Joey Fetus?
I think they're worried.
that what you're telling me?
They have a list, a scrolled out list, and it's called Operation Hug a Kangaroo. And the list is incapacitate the kangaroo, using an incapacitation gun and then hug its lifeless body, hug its its sleep corpse. So first of all, that's not going to be very satisfying. Second of all, you don't fucking care if you kill a baby kangaroo while you do it. Like, I'll kill a kangaroo if it means I get to hug another one. That's the trade-off you're willing to make.
To hug a kangaroo, you gotta break a few kangaroos.
Yeah. You can't make a kangaroo omelet.
Killing a few. That's what I've always said. I want to get that cross stitch. Can't hug a kangaroo without killing a few infant kangaroos.
You know what I like, though? Hug safaris. Why not?
Why not?
Get in my Jeep. We're going to go shoot some lions, and then you can hug them while they're down. You see that giraffe?
Do whatever. We'll take pictures of you riding them. You can get a picture of it draped around your shoulders.
You see that?
Whatever.
You see that?
Fuck it. God's creatures are your plaything.
You see that giraffe? When he's awake and bucking, he's not good for hugs. But when he's incapacitated, when he's asleep, when he's laying on the ground, that neck is made for hugging.
It's perfect.
You can get like 12 huggers on that at one time.
Stand that neck back up and give it some hugs, you silly goof.
The cruelest joke God ever played was hanging the most huggable necks.
Oh, God.
So high up that we can't reach them.
Mm-hmm.
You see that giraffe and you just want to get all up on.
Yeah.
You could hug him. You could slide down, give him a slidey hug.
Slidey hug.
I'm just going to throw this out there. Okay, science, explain to me why evolution hasn't given us really long hugging arms to hug the giraffe.
Yeah.
Science. Science, if you're so smart.
But wait, on the flip side, God, why didn't you give me arms long enough to hug a giraffe? This how you do me? I gotta make a tiny apple tree in my yard and just hope that one day a giraffe comes and bends his neck down. And I can
You just gotta.
Now I'm left drugging kangaroos and looking at giraffes and dreaming.
Yeah.
God made you drug that kangaroo.
Uh-huh.
God made you do it.
Thanks
If God had made kangaroos slower or weaker, then you could have just hugged him and not even sweated.
God, why didn't you give me a chest able to withstand a kangaroo kick so that I could hug him?
God, I'm dead and I'm in heaven because I got kicked in the chest by a kangaroo. All I wanted was a hug. This how you do me?
Thanks, God. You couldn't give me.
On a flip side, my bucket list did get finished.
At the
so-
by the skin of my teeth.
And speaking of which, I have some kangaroo skin in my teeth. That is
Can we
unpleasant.
take this out?
I do not enjoy that. This is Then My Brother Me. It's an advice show for the modern era. I want to hear Griffin's last question. But first, real quick housekeeping. Nothing major going on right now. mbmbam.com is our website. You can go there to find old shows. We need to get a link out there for if you don't have iTunes and you want to listen to some old shows. We'll put that up on our Tweeto this week. We tweeted it before. We'll tweet it again. If you get a second to email us, you got a question, a query, mbmbam@maximumfun.org. You can also send any Yahoo answers you find right there.
Also, we haven't pimped this in a while. If you want to do one of the promotional spots, if you want to get taken to the money zone, shoot an email to Teresa at maximumfun.org. That's THERESA at maximumfun.org there. $100 for a personal message, $200 for a commercial message, and we'll do you up right. We'll give you a jingle, and we'll talk some shit about your shit.
And we will literally endorse anything.
We will endorse anything. And this is official. I've got to try to find a Millwall FC t-shirt that I can wear in public. So this is real for me. This is real. That's about all we've got going on. Send your questions. If you get a second to tell a buddy about the show, say, hey, I listened to this thing that you would like, go to this website and check it out. Or, burn them a CD or something, or put a bunch of episodes on a thumb drive. Those are cheap now. Something to get them into the world so you can share it with them and talk about the show with them. That would be awesome.
How about some shout outs? How about my boy Steven Strom out there on the Twitter box making that happen?
Ed Fail, a new convert, I think, who's out there talking us up.
Oh yeah, he's been all about it.
Yep.
Let's give it up for Kyle Hillard. He's in the mix.
And I want to throw out, I'm glad that Edizzle on Twitter also agreed with me that Tristan is a hero and Tristan killed Osama bin
Tristan
Laden.
fucking got it done.
And also, I just want to say thanks to everybody who's posted pictures on Twitter of their MBMBAM tote bags.
Yeah.
I'm loving it.
Why don't you?
They are out there in the world repping the
I
stuff.
haven't seen any pictures of a dog and cat in the tote bag, which I have to say I'm a little disappointed about.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna.
Which would you rather have? A dog and cat in a tote bag full of guinea pigs, or a Joey fetus in a
That's
tote
what
bag?
I'm saying. Not a Joey fetus. I want a tote with a full-grown Joey in it.
Yep.
Now, is that the entire series of Joey on DVD? You want to get creative? It's up to you.
If you have a friend named Joey,
If you have a
who's
friend named
little,
Joey, put that bag on his head. Who's in there?
who's in there?
He has to wear a
Joey.
name tag or something so I can know I can finish, you know?
So, if you want to tweet about the show, make sure you use that MBMBAM hashtag, and spread the word. So anyway, Griffin,
This is so
I'm ready.
This is so appropriate to our last question.
Okay.
It was sent in by Jonathan Bartram. Thank you, Johnny B. It's by Yahoo Answers user Mary Martin, who asks, "If God is all good, why did he let me diarrhea in my pants on the Ferris wheel at the fair?" This how you do me.
Justin McElroy. I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
This is my brother, and me. Kiss your dad. Square on the lips.
Keep your heart 3 stack.
The McElroy brothers are not experts, and their advice should never be followed.
Thor sighting at my Trader Joe's. He was picking up some soft pretzel bread for Loki.
Thor Watch 2011 is an advice show for the modern era. I'm your oldest brother, Justin McElroy.
I'm Travis McElroy.
I'm Griffin McElroy.
This is not a gag. I said, what should we lead the show off with? And Travis says, Thor came out. All right. Thor.
Can you think of
I have.
what else happened this week that's worth noting?
Thor?
Yep.
So, as I mentioned, this is an advice show for the modern era and a Thor watch. Simultaneously, we take your questions and turn them into wisdom. And first comes to us from the Carolinas. A few weeks ago, I asked out a female friend and classmate of mine. She said she thought it would be best to just be friends, but we've stayed pretty close. We've had a couple of double dates, as she called them, with a couple we know. I started actively pursuing a relationship with her after she gave me the just friends line, but we've still kept up the flirty, playful banter. We text each other very often. She sends me messages like, I love you, after I say something particularly considerate or funny. For what it's worth, she's going to prom with a friend of mine who likes her, but she doesn't feel the same way about him. Obviously, I'm still attracted to her, but I don't really want to try anything just to get shot down or ruin our friendship flirting. What's her deal? And how should I respond? Confused in Carolina.
You should respond by getting as far away from her as possible.
Yeah, so we should subtitle this question, "Everything Bad That One Person Can Do to Another Person in a Relationship."
All the evils of the world condensed into one question. With our, let's see, how old are we all together? We're over 70, right?
We're
more
like
than
80.
We're almost 80. With our almost 80 years of experience, we just would like to tell you that you're about to get your heart broken in a way that you cannot even wrap your mind around if you don't take some immediate action.
Imagine there's like a giant hammer being swung by Thor at your face.
Yeah.
That's what's
Okay.
going on right now.
You're on top of Mount Olympus.
Nope.
No, you're in Asgard, and you're about to get a hammer smashed
that?
in the face swung by
Is
this
that
girl.
like,
Here's the problem here.
is that
You
North
need to guard your ass because you're about to get fucked in it. That's what we're saying.
So your issue is that this girl really, really likes the attention. Like,
Yeah.
that's the problem here. You need to get away from her because she's using you.
like a toothpaste tube.
She's a math eater.
I guarantee that if a dude rolled up that she dug on, she would drop you so fast, like you would have to pick your face up off the ground.
Yeah. Hey, pick up your face. You're burnt.
This might be painful to hear, but just imagine if it was like in gym.
Yeah.
And she was doing it in front of the bleachers and everybody. Like, trust us, it's better now in the privacy of your iPod.
It
that we
sounds
break
like
this to you
she's
this.
playing a trick on you, much like Loki plays tricks on Thor because he's the he's the trickster.
That's good, Griffin.
I've never read I don't know what that.
You're getting in the Thor Watch
I don't
2011
know
spirit.
anything about the Thoriverse.
But you do know a lot about Thora Birch.
Yes.
I would also suggest that you take a step back and look at what she's doing to your friend that she's going to prom with, and realize she's doing the exact same thing to you.
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
She's like a thermos the way she's playing the hot and cold.
You know that scene? You know that scene in Wayne's World where Garth finds the note from the agent that says "exploit feeble public access show," and he says, "I'm really glad I'm not those guys." That's you right now. Like you are. That is the exact guy that you are right now. You're that guy. Get out. Cut off all connections. And you know what? Here's the really crazy thing. You ready for this? She'll come after you.
Oh, yeah.
This is not a gag. If you have the wherewithal, the fortitude to just say, "I'm out," and run, she is going to be so into you in a heavy, heavy way.
And that way lies madness.
Yeah. It's important that you have a lot of willpower, just like Thor's best friend, the Green Lantern.
Okay. So, in closing, Thor is being shown in 3D and 2D in a theater near you. Kenneth Branagh really turned in a really nice film here, and I think you're really going to enjoy the picture. Next question. How do you turn down a birthday invite when you know the party will be lame? It's not for a few weeks, so an excuse would seem weird. Action Al on Twitter.
Is he asking how to snipe future plans? Like how to get them from far away?
That's a toughie. You had to have. The trick is with this one, you have to snipe them from the outset. Like if you're going to do a long-term snipe, it's got to be an immediate one, because now you've lost the believability of doing a long-term snipe, because they've already asked you. And you should have had the conflict then.
And first and foremost, start training yourself now to never respond in the absolute positive or absolute negative.
For anything?
Yeah, well, when you get asked to make plans that you don't want to do, don't say yes, don't say no. Say, when is that? Oh, I'm going to have to check. I think that I can't remember.
For every single thing, Travis?
I mean, it's a good habit to get into if you want to avoid
If you
crappy
want to be a
plans.
douche nozzle.
People, I've developed that habit, and let me tell you, people just love it. I have that particular quirk where everything is like, because I hate to make plans. I hate to have plans. I'll say, yeah, well, we'll definitely try to get there.
Trying to hold on to Travis is like trying to hold a handful of water. You can't do it. It'll go right through the cracks of your fingers.
Well, the other option is someone says, do you want to come to my birthday party in 3 weeks? And you say, yeah. And now,
And then you go to their birthday party and you have a fucking rager.
Then we're ignoring the context of the question where he's asking, how do you say no to that without seeming like a dick?
Yeah, he wants.
I think it's a social contract where if you say, "Oh, I don't know, I'm going to have to check my schedule," that is the nice way of saying no.
I'm going to assume that whenever you get a Facebook invite to an event, you say maybe.
I do.
That's like a construct that somebody built in for your non-committal.
The maybe is there so that you don't have to say no, and they know that you're not going to be there. Like, because if you say maybe, no one's going, that maybe probably means yes.
I'm pretty sure Emily Walpost would have some choice words for you right now, Travis. I'm pretty sure you're violating etiquette. But okay, in the exact, we're talking about how he should have, woulda, shoulda, coulda. What does he do right now, right this second? Get it off his plate. I would like to suggest just go. Put on a Cat in the Hat, roll some E, and just go. Have a rager.
Wait, what?
Just roll some E.
Right.
Put on one of those big
How
cat
do
in
you
the hat.
turn down
yeah.
a birthday rave?
One of those big cat in the hat hats. Get some
Put on a
devil sticks.
jester hat. You're saying write on yourself and some glow in the dark highlighters. Like on your
Exactly. Well, I don't
arms,
know
some
the
tribal
protocol
tattoos.
now.
Oh, and then it's a self-solving problem because then you'll never get asked to another birthday party again.
Yeah, if you show up to your friend's lame ass birthday party and you're fucking colon rolling, like
Like
Good
one
news.
man rave. Like goodness, you'll have to suffer through this one, but it'll never happen again.
You gotta go.
Why?
Well, because I think birthday parties are the one party like that people throw where it is a direct affront to your relationship if you don't go. If they're like, I'm throwing a Halloween party and you don't go, then it's like, who cares? But birthday party, it's celebrating them being alive. And
yeah,
you like, can't
if you
make
don't,
it.
If you don't go, you're basically saying, "I wish you were never born."
Yeah.
Yes, exactly. This isn't worth observing. And try to think about like when you have a birthday party, the people's birthday parties who you go to, they're going to feel obliged to go to yours.
Oh, yeah.
So you don't want to be that lonely little boy. Do you, Alan? Do you? Do you? Alan? Do you? Griffin.
It'll probably be sick.